Welcome in, Samantha. Happy Thursday. What's going on? How are you all? Hope you're doing well. It's good to have you here. What's up, Molten? What's up, Mendez? Hey, Sadcat. Hello, Batadar. What's going on, The Odd Prop? Welcome in, welcome in. My name's Arx_Hydro. We are playing more Hollow Knight Silksong today. Hey, Shoujo, good to see you. What's going on? We got a hello, bruh. Two bras. What's up, Explodaberry? Good to see you. Welcome in. Hey, Greatly. How is everyone doing? Did you have a particularly interesting Thursday or just a chill one? Hope whatever kind of day you had, it wasn't a bad one. What's going on? Wait, did we just switch to Winter Baxter? Did I just not notice? We switched to Winter Baxter a stream or two into December because I try and remember to change it at the start of December. Then there was Yule Baxter while I was in Maine, so that was 3 streams. And then I think I changed it the first stream back. It might have taken me an extra stream. No, of course I changed it because I was on a different computer that I never changed to Yule Baxter. So if you don't remember it from earlier in December, you missed it for a bit. But that's okay, I usually do. We got very little Autumn Baxter in 2025 because I forgot for like a month that the deadline I usually use to change it over had come and gone. What's up, Vohumano? Good to see you. Hope you're having a lovely day. What's up, Explodaberry over in YouTube as well? As long as he doesn't drown in the snow globe helmet, he's fine. That's storage. That's intentional. Because, you know, the vacuum of space, it's gonna fall apart unless it's tightly packed and thrown pretty quickly. So he stuffed some more into his suit to make more snowballs out of after throwing the one he's got in his hand. I don't know how he intends to get that snow out. It seems like a palaver. You're not going to do that in the vacuum of space. You're going to go back inside. On the other hand, Baxter did used to just have the fishbowl helmet without a suit over his body. Baxter is some sort of strange being that can in part survive the vacuum of space. So maybe he could unbuckle part of his suit and get some snow out. I don't know. What's up, Dark Angel? Good to see you. Welcome in. Hey, Toan, good to see you. By the way, I'll just take a crack at what part of everyone's name they would like me to say, if not the full thing, about how to pronounce things. Let me remind you now, if I mispronounce your name, if you'd prefer a nickname, even something different to yours, my memory is crap. I can't promise I won't mess it up. But please tell me, I would be happy to try and remember the correct pronunciation. The right nicknames. Just FYI, if anyone's bothered. Never warm up the helmet, he may drown. Let's go ahead and get to warm up because I'm very excited to get back into Silksong. Yesterday we had a nice long stream. We won't be able to be on as long today for a few reasons. Let's get into that when we get there. But we saw a ton of lore. Not going to talk about it now. Not until we get to Silksong, so I don't spoil anyone who's just here for guessing the game and to say hello. But I'm excited to get back to it. I'm not sure it will be as lore heavy today, but I'm going to try and make it quest heavy, so it's likely it will be. Let me get out of your way and go down to the corner here and show you gamedle. This is a series of video game-centric guessing games updated daily. We play together to warm up at the start of streams. Most streams. This is what we do at the start of a lot of streams. This is the cover art for some video game. We need to guess what video game it is. The only extra rule that we employ is if you just recognize this instantly, because you 100%ed this game, have the platinum trophy, and you could never forget what the cover looked like, say I'm smug instead of telling us the answer. And we'll take that to mean you are very smug in the knowledge of what this game is. And just give other people a chance to throw out a couple answers. Make this take a little longer for the sake of my warming up to stream and so on. I will come back to you if we get down to just a guess or two and we're not getting it. I will let you save our bacon. But just let others go first, basically. So what is this? Or are you smug? Hey, a segue? Like to another subject? That's UE at the end, right? Or are both spellings accepted? Or do I have the wrong idea here? Anyway, Halo 2, Dark Souls, Hollow Knight, you second Dark Souls. It's supposed to reach 38 degrees Celsius in like 4 hours. I'm so scared, help me. Oh my God. Do you live in Australia? 38 Celsius in like 4 hours? God damn. Well, stay in shade. Air conditioning when possible. Remain hydrated. I mean, I'm sure if you live someplace where that happens with any regularity, you know all of this better than me. Take care of yourself. Jesus. What is 38C in F? I can never really remember. Oh, let's try Dark Souls real quick. Is this Dark Souls? It is not, nor is it a Dark Souls game. I now believe I know the franchise with some confidence. I bet if I typed it in, I could find the right title. I think there have been at least 2 games based on this franchise. There may only be one. Only one title jumps to mind, so if left to my own devices, that's what I'd guess. But let's see if any of you feel the same way, or can prove me wrong. 38C2F. 100. Almost 100 Fahrenheit even. Yeah, stay safe. Sure as fuck ain't Canada. Yes, Australia. Smith, I got 1 hour of sleep last night. Really, I got it this morning. That's the thing I was gonna say. I'll tell you about when we get to the game, but I'll tell you now because part of the reason, it's not the reason. The reason was because I was just so fucking amped after folding origami live on stream. Full of energy. So it's not the reason I stayed up, but part of what contributed really was I was up until 3 a.m. and at 3 a.m. another Auntie Donna, most upsetting guessing game in the world came out. So I was like, yeah, I'll stay up and watch that. And then I stayed up much longer after that still. You did what to your cat? You'd think it wouldn't be exciting to do on stream because I live with origami every day. Anyone else got this? Let's see. Mortal Kombat, Stellar Blade. Some dude holding a dagger. I believe you're right. The next Elden Ring highlights needs you. I know this art. Anyone smug? Chronicles of Riddick is what I'm thinking, Thomas. I think it's Escape from Butcher Bay. Let me just type Riddick. Ah, there's also Assault on Dark Athena. There are 2, at least in their list. I'd forgotten about Assault on Dark Athena. I recognize this cover, I feel, so I'm gonna guess this is Escape from Butcher Bay. It's Escape from Butcher Bay. This does a cool thing. Well, I only watched my brother play it, so I'm not sure how it felt to play, but you're escaping from this super space prison in this game, and the guards have, like, way better shit than you do, so you have to hide in shadows and shiv them with a sharpened screwdriver and things, because they have guns that are fingerprint identified. You can't just pick them up off them. You're limited that way in a lot of parts. Several times, you have to just fucking run from these mechs, roughly the size of the RoboCop mech, you know, big, but not, like, massive building things. You have to run from these mechs they use. You get to control one once in the game, but it's fucked up. As I recall, you never get to use one at full capacity. They give you one that's broken. That explains how you can get in and control it. And it's like sort of hobbling along using one arm. But I just remember it felt cooler than getting to use a real one watching it. It was so cinematic. No idea if it's a good game. I just remember watching my brother play it. Moving on, artwork. What is this? This is the exact same kind of guessing game, only this is not cover art. This is something else made for a magazine or to go on Steam or their website or something. Something but the cover art. Yes, was quite a Ridickian elbow. It was positively ridiculous. I like this game, but bigger fan of the movies, to be honest. I've only ever seen Pitch Black, but I like Pitch Black probably a little more than it deserves. It's not a bad movie, I'm not saying that. I really like Pitch Black, and it's good. I probably like it more than it deserves, on average. Haven't seen the other 2. Halo 2, it's not Halo, Barry. Guilty Gear? What, like Strive for the cell shading or something? Pitch Black's a great fucking movie. Love Pitch Black. I should watch that again. It would be good for stream at some point, I'm sure. There'd be at least one time I could use it if I could memorize his speech about getting your eyeballs shined. You also stay up until 3 a.m. when you had a 9 to 5, you're a madman? Yeah, sometimes. These days, I fall asleep between 1 and 5 a.m. most days. Last night was an anomaly. And it's usually between 1 and 4. Staying up until 5. When 4 comes around, even I'm like, geez. When I had a job, though, it really was like I stayed up until 1 or 2, sometimes 3. Didn't make a massive difference. Let's go ahead and try Guilty Gear. Let's say Strive. It is not a Guilty Gear game, but thank you for the guess. We have, this looks like, fantasy medieval armor. I don't think anyone did that many different weird metal bands atop their chainmail. I don't really know much about medieval armor, but I've been to some museums and don't think I've seen anything like this. We got some kind of cartoony fantasy medieval armor. We got a fucked up fantasy medieval armor. I'm very tired. Everyone gets a free day today. Go play outside. I'd yell at Hydro, but I only got 4 hours yesterday. You dancing again? This is why they banned dancing in that town in that documentary. I had the movie, which back in the day you could put in the Xbox and play a demo level. Amazing. Oh, really? Like the DVD had a demo level? That's awesome. I never heard about anything like that. That's great. So, we're gonna say that this is some Pathfinder game, maybe? Let's try that. Thank you. Wrath of the Righteous. It is not Pathfinder, but thank you for the guess. We have quite a stylized face here. I've seen artwork similar to this, but I don't think I've seen this artwork. At least I don't recall anything like this right now. So I don't know what the fuck to guess. Torchlight 3. I don't know. If the government, I'll dance if I want. I'll leave my friends behind. Because they don't dance. Fucking law-abiders. Straight edge. Also, hello, Hydro and Samantha. What's up, Seductive Marks? What crimes has Hydro committed that he thinks he is absolved from now? All crimes. For several reasons, not even just the one we focused on last stream, but we'll save that for when we get to Hollow Knight, but all crimes. Distinctive enough that I know I've seen this guy before. Looks like a comic. Warcraft. Is this a Warcraft game? It's not going to be 1, 2, or 3, I don't believe. Could it be artwork produced for... I don't know, Legion? It's not Warcraft, but thank you for the guess. This is a comic book. Oh, I know that letter D, I'm pretty sure. But which specific game will this be? Dark Ages? Why, we think it's Dark Ages? I think it's Dragon Age. I thought I remembered that D, honestly, for its... Sorry, I was going to type Dark Ages and see what that brought up. They only have Doom the Dark Ages for suggested on Dark Ages. Which Dragon Age would have gotten comics? Inquisition, because they were making a big push for that. Hence all the meddling in its development that I've heard about. Let's try Inquisition. We have the correct franchise. It is Dragon Age. It is not Inquisition. Orson Scott Card wrote for this? I don't know Orson Scott Card's work. I've only ever heard of Ender's Game. I've never read it or watched an adaptation. And, you know, I know it's not a classic, like not old in that way, but I don't know any of his other work. So I sort of assumed he was dead. Ender's Game is his most popular? Yeah. So what other Dragon Age games do we have on our list? We have 2 Origins Awakening. I imagine those count as the same thing. They just, in case someone types in the full and Awakening, they put them both into the suggestions. Origins Awakening, Veilguard. Which one do you think? Blonde Boy with Sword, Origins. Not unless it's Origins Awakening, and they do count it as separate, but thank you for the guess. We are looking for a game... consoles would be helpful now. I just realized. We're looking for a game available on PS3, 360, Mac OS, and PC. That's interesting. Okay. How many more guesses we got? Oh shit. We have 3 possibilities and we have 1 guess left. 2, Veilguard, or Origins Awakening, if we believe Origins Awakening is listed separately for a reason. And I'm willing to believe it might be. Shall we go with Origins Awakening? I'm gonna click it if no one objects. Try Ender's Game, the game. Hey, Wisp, good to see you. Try Awakening. Let's do it. It is! They do count them separately! I thought Awakening was DLC. Is it standalone? Do you not need the base game? In which case it makes a little more sense in some logical way to consider it a separate game? A lot more sense? Why is it? Anyway, well done! Hey, the Genesis of Anders! Best boy! Shame what happened to him. Ended up not appearing in Dragon Age 2, at least in my experience. It's Dragon Age Origins Awakening from 2010. Excellently recognized, Samantha. What is this? This is a character. We need the name of the character. Unless we get 3 wrong guesses, then we can search by series and pick out a character from what they have, but we have to have a name of a character for the first 3 guesses at least. Smug? Oh shit, Smug is... Oh, is this recognizable? I guess it would be. It looks like that kind of picture, but I don't recognizable it. Is this Frankenstein's monster from an FMV game from 1996? Top 5 games all time? Is this the main character of Planescape Torment? I'm just trying to think of something that would have a cutscene like this, even if the game doesn't look like this. Green, zombie, Planescape Torment, popular game. Hydra, you should be smug right now. If it's Planescape Torment, that is the only Black Isle game I've never owned. But why should I be smug right now? I don't know. Is it Abe? Is it Abe? Oh shit, they don't have Abe. That just brings up Carmen Isabella San Diego, Elizabeth Blanctorch from King of Fighters, Isabel from Animal Crossing, November Annabella Novaterra from StarCraft. There's a rumor that Blizzard is making a first-person shooter led by one of the leads on like the Far Cry series. I don't know which specific games right now. Ghost might be coming back. And Rintaro Akara no Kabe from Steins Gate. They do not have Abe from Abe's Odyssey. Obviously, it's Phil Skyrim. I think I watched your playthrough of this, checking YouTube. Oh wait, I have played this? Oh. Wait, the chromatic aberration at the bottom right makes me think this is Inscription? No. It didn't have detail like that on the back of his hand or something, did it? Okay, I'm gonna say it's Inscription. I'm never gonna remember the name of the character if it's the person you sit opposite to in Inscription. Do they have a name? Yes, I think I remember how the names worked in that, but I don't remember what theirs was. Do you want the name? Yeah, go for it, Batadar. What's the name? Or anyone. We'll see if you all know. Leshy? Leshy / the scribe with a Y of beasts from Inscription with a Y. It's Leshy. Nicely recognized. Yeah, I should have recognized that. I love Inscription. It's just I beat it in one day, so I guess it's a bit more ephemeral in the specifics in my mind. And I truly... It's funny that I recognized the chromatic aberration being part of the style, and I was immediately like, oh shit, like 80% confident, and then backed up to say, wait, it didn't have detail like that, when obviously it did. It's just a weird, confident, unconfident roller coaster to go through. One bright pixel there, that's fun. All right, on to gamedle guess. Inscription. The way gamedle guess works, I'm doing one on my own here, just to give you an example, is, wow, that's a fun one, because it's got so many... I'm gonna make this smaller. I might zoom it in later, but Jesus. These are the various properties of Inscription. Inscription's not the game we're trying to guess, or it would have given us a fanfare and told us, good job, pat on the back, go about your way, you've succeeded. We did not. Instead, it shows us all the various properties of Inscription, color-coded based on how they match or do not match the correct game, so we can narrow our way down based on that information. So for example, green means entirely correct. I'll zoom in later so this is more readable. This is game mode, Inscription is single player only, green means exactly right, the game we're looking for is single player only. Same with the Unity engine here. Yellow means partially correct. There's no really good one here. But for example, at least one of these platforms is right. Or that would be red. They're not all, actually they could all be right and other correct ones are missing. With this many, more likely some are right, some are wrong, but it could be some are right, some are wrong, and others are missing. Yellow gets complex. And red just means entirely wrong, so we're not looking for a horror or a mystery. All right, great. Let's zoom in a bit more. So we're looking for a single-player only Unity game, more recent than 2021, but we're within 5 years. I could have told you that. It is not first-person, nor is it isometric / bird-eye view. It's not horror, it's not mystery. It's a pretty wide open field still. Silksong, single player, Unity. It's not first person, it's not isometric bird eye view, it's not horror, it's not mystery. Let's do it. Hollow Knight Silksong. Good job. In 2. It's Hollow Knight Silksong from last year. Available on, oh, it is available on a ton of shit. Available on Linux, PC, Mac, PS4, Xbone, Nintendo Switch, PS5, Xbox Series consoles, the Switch 2, but not the Wii U they promised it for! Wasn't there some story about that? Because of its dev time? Don't worry about it. It is platform adventure indie, action fantasy. Came out last year, single player, Unity. Team Cherry are the developers and the publishers. Side view, and it's from the Hollow Knight franchise and saga. Easy game. Incredible, how fitting indeed. Keywords. All right, but you better be fast. What is it? 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 You weren't fast enough. What does this make you think of? NES, checkpoints, teleportation, 8-bit, ARM. Oh, come on. Mega Man? Right. Should we just do 1? Mega Man 1. All right, great. So, come on, keywords. Jesus. You started with ARM Cannon and NES? Fuck, man. ARM Cannon's the best clue, right? That should be at least like 4th level clue. If you don't get it right, they give you more keywords that are supposed to make it easier. And more alone should generally make it easier, but also I thought they ordered them with the more specific ones coming later. Apparently not. Could have been Metroid 2. True, it was not a given. It was just exceptionally likely. So, oh, schedule. I'm gonna stream right now. It's happening. You're here. This is what's going on. Unless you're watching the VOD, don't start, Samantha. And I'll be back Sunday after we wrap up today, but that's hours away. Wrapping up today is. Sunday should be 6 p.m. US Eastern. I expect it will be more Silksong. We're probably not gonna beat it tonight, but it's an easy game, so it's possible. In which case, I don't know, start Neo 2 on Sunday, return to Red Dead, finish Tears of the Kingdom, unsure. That's Sunday, 6 p.m. If you ever want to check the schedule, I make a new one usually Monday or Tuesday, and I post it and keep it updated if changes have to happen, or I was just undecided about something when I posted it. And you can always find the updated schedule either on Discord or at our, well, in both places actually. It's not like I decide which one of the two gets updated it's both. You can find it in both, on both, you get it, you get the idea. Discord and at rxhydro.tv. It's a lovely Discord, and on Discord, it should translate the times, convert them automatically to your local time zone. But if you don't use Discord or you're in too many Discords already, I get it. And you can find it at rxhydro.tv. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, so I can judge you harshly. I saw you've been uploading your videos of that. I always try and shout out friends, and I mean it every time I do. I'm friends with them in part because I love their content. You should all be following Queen Shoujo. You should all go follow Wisp. Wisp is here too. I've gotten to catch a couple of her streams and enjoyed them. But one thing I don't, get into the details so much about is if you're curious about some recent RPGs, Shoujo uploads hours of different playthrough content of things like Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2, of Baldur's Gate 3. Has been doing Baldur's Gate 3 for a couple of years now, right? So if you ever want to see a part of the game again or something, you can probably go find it with any class of your choice if she's uploaded. Check out her YouTube content. It's the same name on YouTube, right? Just search Queen Shoujo. Let's get into the game. And follow her on Twitch. And follow Wisp on Twitch. And follow Tino and Chaos and Bradek and Jess and fucking Sarah Bear and Just Capricorn. There's 2 Jesses. The first one's Bugcatcher Jess. This is why we shout them out when it naturally occurs, because otherwise it's very hard for me. I haven't started the game. Because I haven't started the controller yet. Oh, yes. I keep wondering why you take 2 goes. When I take it off the cradle, it tries to connect and it always fails, and then I have to hit it again. And I think it's because it's plugged into just an outlet, not the computer. So it tries to hand off from wired to wireless, but it's not connected to a device when it's wired. That's my best guess. It seems a bit weird, but I should just plug it into my computer and stop wondering why it does that and refiguring it out and then not doing anything about it. I should just make a positive change in my life. But it's comfortable here in the little valley of no effort, and it's not that bad. It's comfortable here not making a change. I know that life would be better forever after if I made a small change, but at the moment that takes effort, and I'm comfortable right here. All right, stream's getting a little too real too early. Too real? I apologize. It's been a slow week at work. I've spreadsheeted 6 new builds. God damn. Impressive. I can only do so many shouts at once. Why, Hydra? Why? Stop attacking me. I take it all back. Such a demanding streamer. What's up, Caroline? Good to see you. Let's do a quick random panther before we get going. You know, this causes me a problem, I'll have you know. You don't need to take it back. You don't need to apologize for it. But when I put the timestamps in to the VOD, should I mark game when I start the game up and it appears on screen? Or should it be after the first panther that usually comes right after the game's open? Because, you know, some people aren't going to care about that. They want to hop right to the game. Are they going to be annoyed with me if it doesn't come? But there's a little guy in the game bouncing on his toes over there right now. You wouldn't want to miss him, would you? I don't know. It's way worse if I get to say a little bit like, okay, where were we? And talk for 60 seconds and then panther comes up. Then I really worry about it. You won the big panther, the big panther, the big panther, the big panther, and the big panther. Wow. Let's get him out here. The big panthers. We've got a fully loaded big panther today, so I gotta be careful how I pick it up. All right, the rest of you get out of here. I'm only gonna need 2 of you in a second here. For the moment, you go away. For the moment. All right, and then my phone. Don't you dare, Hydro. That made my heart drop. Holy shit. All that was a vase I've had sitting in here for a little while because I saw a video of Peter Serafinovich showing somebody else, I forget, somebody was on a podcast with, how to do Vader, you know, by holding it up around the microphone and being like, what was it?
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor.
And to my ear, that sounds close-ish, but I listened to a recording of me trying that with the idea that maybe that would be fun to pull out on stream at some point. If it's apropos of something, and the recording, I know I don't sound anything like that. Part of that is that Peter Serafinovich is an amazing voice actor. But this is sitting here because I'm comfy with it here. It would be better if I had that little bit of desk space and I took this out to the kitchen, but it takes effort right in the moment to do that, and I'm just comfy with that there. All right, leaving that behind. Panthers. There we go. Sorry it took so long to get to, and thank you for waiting, Seductive Marks. We've got the Big Panther, dressed up as Hornet, who's just a little bit miffed. She has to be the school bus today, carrying a bounce flower and a little sawtoothed worm of some kind. Do we know the name of those things? Pomegranates. Do we know what the devs call these, or their in-universe name, or do they have a common community name? One of those things. What a big panther, carrying everyone to... There we are. What a lovely big panther. Yes, pomegranates, what is the name of these worms? But that's not all you won. You also, despite what I said when they were being spun, won the gray and the crystal. Let's bring them out here. The gray panther today is dressed up as lovely lace. And the crystal panther is... the last judge. Seemed a good time to wear it. The last judge in the game is dead, has been a long time. And so is the Crow Father. So, I mean, maybe there'll be yet another judge to find, but it seems like maybe now. This is the truthful time to wear it. The last judge. I really, really, really love the lace mask. In part because I like Lace's design for her mask. But also, like... did you have to make some assumptions about how this should look in 3D, or are there enough angles you felt quite confident the way it bends forward and here and there and so on? I love the 3D shape you made of it, and it's very skillful the way it's done. There's no like wire or something in that Samantha holding it. It's just, is it just like stiffened with glue or something? Anyway, it's awesome. I love the lace mask. But you only won them each once, and you won big ol' Chonkther 3 times. So let's spend just a little more time with you to mark the 3rd win. Yeah, just a little more time with you. Oh. Look at all the little teeth in there. Come on, focus. Look at all the little teeth in there. Lovely stuff. Could this be a thumbnail? I feel like they each need to be paired with something more interesting. They're adorable, but neither of them is a character. And I've been doing different thumbnails recently. Thank you so much, Seductive Marks, for the Panther Redeem. I hope you and everybody enjoyed the Panthers. Now then. Had to make some estimates? Fair. Why is Explodaberry saying, wait, you guys don't regularly see your butthole? What are we talking about? Hydro, if the Crystal Judge Thirst says you committed a crime, would you expect their ruling? No, absolutely not. Because, 3 things, alright? First of all, I'm a fucking princess. Okay? I'm a goddamn princess. Don't you remember all the shit I shouted about international tribunals that I wouldn't even agree to recognize anyhow during the fight with the Crowfather? Second of all, as we talked about at great length during yesterday's stream, oh, it's up in my home now. It's on display at my house. I have a mark saying I'm absolved of all crimes, past, present, and future. Third of all, I am the Worm Child! You dare to pass judgment on the Worm Child? I don't even understand the title, but it must mean something. No, I would not. Where am I going? Do you have any more races? I know I did your last one, but do you have like a repeating challenge just for fun that's any different, or just what's up? Hey, Faircry, good to see you. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Hey, Sabby. Spent a lot of time messing with paper scraps and tape. Hydro missing peak butthole chat. I check all the undercarriage. Wormchild's the name I gave my butthole. I'm gonna go back to the game now.
Now I must train and strive further and faster by your example. Your skill upon these tracks has roused my spirit, Nimblebug. You shall forever have my thanks.
Oh, I already ran over there and it's empty. Yeah, I think we're done here. I might come back and check later, of course, but I think at the moment we are done. Let's go after the Dark Hearts. Which I think just means exploring more in this area. Let's go after the Dark Hearts. What is my current setup? I'm in Hunter? No, that's not Hunter. That's Wanderer. I'm in Wanderer, Fire, Spear. That all seems fine. I don't have any running stuff on me right now, do I? I changed that back. I have the Magnetite dice. There was something I was using instead of that. Was it because I liked it or just because I didn't care? I guess I just didn't care. Oh yeah, I was gonna wear the weighted belt and just give it more of a test and see if I noticed the difference more. But I'm fine with the dice. Away we go. I've got movies to guess today. I think we're about to reach a boss, so we may only have time for one before the boss. But we can do others in between attempts and so on. We're gonna start with some disaster. This first one is... I think you'd have to call it a natural disaster movie. I think you'd have to call it a natural disaster movie. It's a natural disaster movie, and it's got big star power. Let's just start with that. Name me a few. I think it's very possible you'll get that quickly. I've only got 50 minutes, let's go. It is not 2012. I've still not seen 2012. I've only seen the famous plane scene. Twister? Not Twister. Godzilla with Bryan Cranston? It is not Godzilla. Day After Tomorrow? Nope. Armageddon? Toan, you have got it. It is Armageddon. Nicely done. I've seen this before, but not in... probably 20 years. It feels weird to say that, but then I am 79, I better get used to it. I'm looking forward to seeing it again. I remember it being fine. A classic. I remember it having some really good lines and overall being fine. The kind of thing where I look away from the screen and do other stuff for a little while, but on the whole, very happy I put it on. That's my rough memory of it. Which is weird because back when I would have watched it, devices for a real second screen experience didn't exist. So that couldn't have been how I watched it. Peter Stormare, I'm looking forward to seeing Peter Stormare, exactly. American parts, Russian parts, both made in Taiwan. The second is I don't think almost anyone would call it a natural disaster movie, but it is not a supernatural disaster movie. It's not fantasy, but it's not, you know, a volcano or an animal or something. Take a few guesses. Saying it's not an animal or something is a little bit weird. It's tough to talk about. Take some guesses. I'll give you more hints in a second, because I know that's not really a great deal to go on. You just have to be sort of lucky. Day After Tomorrow? Nope. Moonfall? Good God, no. I watched that recently, and I can't decide if it's something, you know, if I ever have like a free request waiting in my queue, if I would add it to my requests at the library or something, because I don't know if I'd ever recommend anyone watch it. I don't know if I'd feel okay having that in my collection, and a friend might see it and be like, oh, let's watch that. I don't know. I truly don't. Geostorm, it's not Geostorm. I really need not to die right now. And I'm having a lot of trouble getting together, like, Silk to manage that. I needed to fucking hit you. I'm one hit away, and I'm so bad at fighting this enemy. Nice. I mean, I'm still not great, but it's some health. It's way better than I was. Woo, hoo, hoo, hoo. It's not the core, a non-fantasy, non-supernatural, non-natural disaster. Like, I mean, how do you talk about this? It's not pandemic. The disaster is not human-caused. That's not the kind of thing I mean, like pandemic or something. It's not that. The threat comes from beyond Earth. It's not Pokemon the movie or Digimon. Not Birdemic, not Signs. I've never seen Signs. Does Signs hold up? Armageddon again? No, it's not Independence Day. Independence Day is by far the closest guess. It is an Alien movie. Not Alien or from the series of Alien movies. Good guess, Caroline, but no. Oblivion? No. Name some of the worst movies that have come out recently. Probably ever. Probably ranks among worst ever. War of the Worlds, you have the right title. Which one do you think I have here? I may have just used that as a clue. That might not be the one. Do you think I have that beside me? The new one? It is not the new one. I think there are, you know, multiple movie adaptations even before that. There's tons of different adaptations, and I think there were multiple movies. But it's the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds. Because I remember hearing it was absolute shit. And multiple times since then, I've had people say, oh no, it's good. And one person say, oh no, it's great. So I'm just sort of curious. You better not have paid for the new one. I'm really not interested in seeing the new one. I'm sure at some point, perverse interest will drive me to watch it, but I'm, nope. You saw it in theaters? This one, right? Because the other was not released in theaters. The other was released as a tweet or something. Where am I going now? Okay. And over here connects back to where I was. Ah, let's open this shortcut. That's good. Lovely. Can I... Oh, of course I can jump up here. I can fucking silk soar. Banche. Banche. 4 for this banche. Because I feel sort of safe in here, being so separated with all these spines. There are very few beings that could follow me up here. I mean, a ton of flies, but they're not generally smart enough to know they should come up here, unless I lead them. So it's kind of safe, and it's pretty, you know, other than the black threads, but you can't get away from them. 4. A 4. Also saw the Tom Cruise one in theaters, and I still want my money back. See, that's everything I heard about it at the time, so I never saw it. But as I say, 2 people have been like, no, it's good. It's fun. And 1 person told me they think it's great. That 1 person, I only 50-50 overlap with movies with. So this has a good chance to be in the 50% where I dislike or am only like, yeah, it's fine. So we'll see, but I'm interested for that reason. Can we talk about how the named ship that's supposed to fly towards the sun, the Icarus II, because the first one didn't work? The Icarus II? Wait, is this in this War of the Worlds? I'm not familiar with this. The 2005 Tom Cruise one has 14 had nothing going on that day. That's how Await the Ape and I ended up seeing Hellboy 2. And at the time, we were slightly disappointed. But Hellboy 2 is fun. I don't think we had an experience as bad as you might have. That's why we went and saw it. This cannot be forgotten or absolved. Personally, I'd never name a sun-related Project Icarus, because I can fucking read. Definitely one of the better benches, agreed. Right, Jojo, right? I need to go do some breathing. Oh, that's in Sunshine. Oh, I really want to see Sunshine. I didn't know it was called the Icarus 2. That is dumb as hell. But I do want to see Sunshine. The new one looks terrible. I've seen clips, probably that all of you have, and yeah, but I also read a review that had so many more disgusting things to say about how much it's just an Amazon ad. That, like, nothing is as bad as the story you've probably heard about, like, oh, we need to get this to you. I'm training to be one of Amazon's drone pilots. You order it and I'll send it. And then along the way it crashes and they get a homeless person to help them out in exchange for an Amazon. Nothing is as bad as that. That is the worst thing I've heard about it. But there are so many other different ways I read about that it's just an ad for Amazon services that's so stupid and gross. It might be funny, but are also gross. Anyway. Yeah, it looks absolutely terrible. This just made me remember the ending of The Mist. Ah, yes, the famously successful Flight of Icarus. Okay, I think we're going to the boss now. Let's see what this is. What's the name of this one? Or in my quest, at least. This is the one with the 4 sort of horns. This should be Heart of the Wild. Every time I think of Sunshine, I have to vacuum, right? Vacuum everything. We talking about the new War of the Worlds? We are a bit, because I have here one older adaptation of War of the Worlds, the Tom Cruise one. But to get people to guess it, I decided to ask them to name some of the worst movies that had come out recently. Hello, I am the Wyrm Child and I come for your very heart. Hearts for the Wyrm Child's throne! How big are you? How big's your heart? Should I come back with a wheelbarrow? Sort of a whispery voice. Can I do something fun with that? Plus you're big. Hope I dialed this right.
Pale beast, bringing ruin. We had sensed it. You riding harsh our final fate. If power you come seeking, mine is faded. Mortal, time taken.
No, not right? Well, I haven't seen its face yet. You know, I'm just guessing at a personality. I'm an improviser. You just make a choice big up top, and maybe that becomes the joke because it was so bad. We'll find out. Great one, I come not to see you as you are. Rather, I would have you recall what you were before the Pale Monarch, when once your heart beat bright and brave. That beating heart I would take, though no my intent is worthy. That's our plan. We're just going to tell them up front. We are confident. I'd ask them what time they usually fall asleep. Not tell them I want their fucking heart. Hey, Devlinair, thanks for the watch streak. Hope you're having a lovely day. Good to see you. The new movie was a big slap in the face of the whole found footage industry. I mean, consent is important to Hydro. We're gonna take their fucking heart. And we're a princess! Absolved of all crimes, and the Wyrm Child. I seek it only to save these lands, to break them free from this fatal sickness born of the thread and void.
Cha. If you may, beast. If you can. Mine once was power, wild, proud.
I assume we now enter their memory. Do you sing first? Normal song? You do. But not with words. Alright, to memory we go then. You have to keep this voice up during the dream? Yes, you've made your bed, Hydro. Now use that voice in it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get back to my question about, like, isn't this going to be a map to run around? How much am I going to have to use that voice? It just took me a second because use that voice in bed brought up a lot of, Anyway. When's the map start? Here we are. Ant party? Ant party. Wow, it wasn't even me who made it weird this time. Oh my god. You know, these seats weren't labeled obstructed view. I should have paid more, but it's fucking... I fucking hate Ticketmaster. Ain't no party like an ant party. Think Hydra will like this one? Challenge. Okay. All your subjects are just gonna stand in the background. Oh wait, is that you singing? Ah, fuck, your subjects. Wow, your singing voice is so much higher pitched than your speaking voice. Oh, you're new. I don't think I've ever seen you guys before. You flammable? Whoa, can you stand still so I can find out? Interesting. Okay. Last Claw, elite former hunter acting as the final line of defense before their mother. Oh, sorry.
Go, my children, stop them. I have an aria to complete.
You die so we can listen to more music. Thank you, Dice. Hi, Mom. Scar Singer Carmelita. Oh, those are spinning blades that you hold. I was like, are your hands just constantly spinning like rotors of pain? Jesus. Wait, I hear you going, huh, huh, huh. That's not you singing. Who's singing? Were you lip syncing? Oh my god. Win or lose this first try, I've brought the kingdom down. Now they all know we're secret. It makes so much more sense. So much more sense.
When she sounds like this.
I died because I was hitting a button. Because I thought I made a funny joke. Her subjects are carrying out the song for her. They sound a lot like one voice to me. That sound is the blade moving through the air. Wow, we finally found the best boss. I like her style. I'm gonna have to wait until I see phase 2 to know about the fight itself, because I was sort of half paying attention that time. But it looked fine, mechanically. It's fucking got style. I am Carmelita, singer of Scar, and I have never known defeat. VOD watchers skip to next stream. Live viewers, tell me some more of the worst movies that have been made. Because the next one, some people would bring it up. I think that's hyperbolic. I think most of them would admit that's hyperbole. To say it's one of the worst movies ever made. Bad. It's bad. Avatar, the live-action airbender, it is not that. The Room, it is not that. I've never seen The Room, though. I imagine I'd love it. I skipped right over Room and went up to House. Next, I have to watch The Village, I guess. Or The Town? I'd rather watch The Village from what little I know of those two movies. Madam Web, it's not Madam Web. We've talked about this before. Let's test anyone's memory of what I've said about movies. I described this movie, because I have seen it before. My favorite thing to say about it, and I believe it's a fair criticism, is that the first 20 minutes don't really have a scene, in the sense that there isn't like one location with some characters where something happens and changes. It's just like a fucking 20 minutes of just... It's like clips at the start. Is the movie where Gary Oldman plays a little person? No. Green Room is great. It's not Green Room. Isn't Green Room a show? It's not Watchmen. It's not Manos. It's based on a game. It's a video game movie. Snatch, but I wouldn't call that a bad movie by any stretch. Oh, you're a little bit right about Snatch. No, this doesn't even introduce its characters very well during that opening part. I've never thought about how quickly Snatch moves with regards to when I criticize this movie, but you're right. But it does it well, and this does it terribly. World of Warcraft is the answer. It is Warcraft. It is the movie Warcraft. Lovely stuff. Oh, Duncan Jones. You also made Moon, and source code was fun. Oh, Duncan Jones. Predictions are in. I'm going back in the memory. Or they're about to be, rather. Down. You love that movie? What, Warcraft? Or something else someone mentioned? You don't mean Warcraft, do you? It's very bad? Okay, thank you. It's fine to love as long as you recognize it's bad. I would need reasons if someone was like, no, I think it's actually, you know, I think people misjudged it. I would need to hear what they mean. I really think that they did an amazing job with some individual aspects. Like, most of us have probably seen Warcraft. It's got a very chunky, ridiculous art style. Now, they couldn't make humans, you know, as wide as they are tall, like, you know, male humans in particular are in Warcraft. But they gave them armor that looks like it's from the game to a good degree. It fits between those humans and their form. And then around them, they somehow fit in like chairs made of wood that's more chunky and cartoony than real life wood, it seems. So it looks like it's from the game, but it all kind of fits. I think they did an amazing job with their prop design, their costuming, and the CG for the characters. And it's all laid into a movie that's not worth watching. World of Warcraft Midnight is on the cover of the new Game Informer you just got in the mail today. You're not the only believer. What's the name of boss for spreadsheet? Carmelita, the Scarsinger Carmelita. Scarsinger is Skarrrsinger with no spaces. Carmelita is Karmelita. Thoroughly enjoyed watching it. Pretty sure I saw it in theaters. I saw it in theaters maybe twice. I definitely saw it once. I think I went twice. What's really weird is I can't remember why we went again. It must have just been a very slow day and we wanted to like make fun of it or something. Because if I went a second time, if my memory is right, the second time I went with the same person I saw it with the first time. I didn't go a second time because another friend was like, oh, I wanted to go see that. You went without me? And I was like, I'll go with you. It wasn't that. But I can't really remember what happened. Too long ago. I'm 79 now. Away! All I remember about the movie is the feeling of everything being rushed. I think that feeling is true throughout most of the movie, but yeah, especially, as I said, the first 20 minutes, there's no scene where like an important conversation takes place and anyone changes their mind or embellishes anything interesting about a character. No important information happens. You get to look at a lot of the characters as they walk into rooms and say, "It's happening," or something. And the person goes, "No, we need to get the wizards." And then it jumps to like a griffin flying over a map, and they cut to another room with someone at a desk, and the previous characters come in and go, "It's happening." "No." Might go, "Well, we need to go get," and they just keep doing that for a shocking amount of time. Nothing fucking happens. I'm exaggerating, but not a lot. Not the wizards, especially the wizards. Every magic user must know. Quick to the montage. Okay. That's the spikes. That's what I didn't... Got hit by a bunch last time and never saw how it was happening. Okay. Yeah, jump real fast for that before she lands, basically. Okay. Dice putting in work for this fight. Haven't seen this fight yet. How far are you into the game now? This is very late. Do you mind spoilers? Because there's at least one big spoiler I think I would have to say to give you an accurate idea of where I am in the game, even like roughly. More than just it's very late. Don't mind spoilers, I rolled credits. Okay. I wonder which credits you rolled. So, I, with Samantha's help, found a quest, completed it, and rolled credits in 2 different ways, because I did the quest and then forgot what it told me to do. And there were 2 ways to finish the fight with Grandmother Silk. Is that her name? Bug Pope. And this is sort of a new game plus. This is Act 3. After the credits, if you do it the second way. But I'm sure credits follow this, so maybe you already know that. Maybe you've done Act 3. This is Act 3. With extended story and stuff. Stopped a little bit in Act 3? Alright, cool. Yeah, I was just worried about spoiling the idea of an Act 3 at all. Yeah, this is a main quest boss for Act 3. Thank you, no worries. How did I end up inside your hitbox? Is it because I dashed into you? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Wait, people just are where you see them now? I don't get it. Ah, you both. You can hit those things? I wonder if I can get used to doing that to counter you, or if that's dumb. Damn, man. I'm overcharging everything right now. Dino, thank you for the raid. How are you doing, friends? I hope you had a lovely stream. Did you ever get to N2O? Did you beat Burning Rangers? Samantha Tino is another streamer you should all be following. He plays a lot of retro games, a lot of Star Wars games, a lot of Wii games, which are retro games. But whatever he's playing, I always love hanging out in the stream. I'm sure almost all of you will too. If you don't yet, follow him at twitch.tv/badweed. Occasionally there's a real gem, like tonight. Every stream is great, but occasionally there's a real gem like Burning Rangers. Not to play, it looked awful to play, but it was very fun to watch. Make jokes about that ridiculous game. Okay. So I have to catch you while you're doing something, because otherwise you always block. That's fascinating and annoying. Yeah, and I'm always going to be too late to that one. That should be a down attack because you don't have a helmet. I just realized I've not been doing any down attacks because I'm still thinking of Crowfather and his helmeted minions. I need to do down attacks on her. You did? N2O sucked. Oh, I'm sorry. And you did beat Burning Rangers. The end of that sucked too, but game finished. GG. Well done. Well, thank you for streaming it. I was really enjoying. When do games become retro? People have lots of different ideas about that. I have no idea. But one that's commonly quoted is, what, 2 console generations back? I think that's one Shoujo always says, and I know I've heard lots of people say that. If it's not current gen or last gen, but the gen before that, it's fairly called retro. But, God, especially with ongoing games, and I don't even necessarily just mean like Fortnite, but stuff like Cyberpunk and Skyrim, that for at least one full generation we're getting meaningful updates. And then Skyrim got some less meaningful ones, but still updates. It becomes a little bit harder to feel confident in what's retro, but that's a guideline I know a lot of people use. Retro, please don't call Wii games retro. Latency's huge, refreshing. I'm sorry to hear that. That means Dark Souls 1 is retro? Yes. Yes, it does. Oh, I thought you were gonna dash down with that. I thought you were again. I thought you were doing that both last couple times. Tricksy little bastard. Oh shit, I didn't know. Thank you, dice. I don't know why this just came to me now, but I should go looking through the cathedral to see if new oil has showed up in Act 3, because I haven't gotten any oil in Act 3, and there might be another sword upgrade. That'd be nice to have. Really? Yeah, okay, I should do dump attacks even if I'm positioned such that, just so I stay up in the air. You did that again. Don't your audiences demand a new performance? That was silly. Early? Silly. Silly? Silly? I know how to do all of that stuff a little bit better than that. Come on. Ah, fuck me! I'm getting frustrated with myself. How long did it take you to learn to use the Beast Crest jump? Is the Beast Crest yours? You don't seem clawed, but that's actually very similar to the Beast down attack, which is what I meant before. Skyrim's extremely retro. So is GTA 5. The entirety of the 80s was retro in the early aughts. So 10 to 20 years is unfortunately right. I'm gonna ban the next person that makes me feel old. Oh, I've never noticed that. For me, anything is a retro is anything measured in bits. I remember when they stopped talking about the bits of a system and I was like, oh, they're just trying to hide something from us. Jumps must be getting less and less significant or something. She is the Beast Crest. Back in my day, we drank water from jazzy cups. This is my fave boss. I know people have different opinions. Now getting into it, I do like her pattern more than I did at first blush. It's more interesting. And I haven't gotten to a phase 2 yet. Never realized she uses Beast Crest. That's awesome. Did you have to do that twice? Did you have to jump into me? We all need to be asking ourselves, do we need to be doing this to a princess before we take all these actions, you dicks? Ah! Sometimes just gonna shout to get the timing right on a dodge. Sometimes it's strat. Ah, he started rising up. Of course he did. We're gonna have to watch that in slow motion to understand how I just survived everything there. Not survived, but just didn't get hit. You can bounce off her spikes too. That's very nice. Yeah. I thought you were gonna throw them. Yeah, okay, that's the throw animation, sure. That's a lot of animations. I gotta remember to go beyond you. You back up and it fucks with my down attack. I forgot again that you back up. I remember that time, it just didn't correct enough. But I was thinking about it. Ah, I thought about it that time, but not doing a down attack means I'm not safe. All right, okay. Interesting. But you don't do it with that one? Fun. Oh, she's pretty. Hello, everyone, by the way. What's up, Caitlin? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. He's believing. It feels more doable. I just can't get used to those floor spikes. I can't correct enough. It's a tiny little thing, but it feels weird to me that maybe it's something she just chooses to do whenever. But she did a couple of the standing on the ground, high and low throwing items, but only threw one set each time in phase 2. And then the one time I got to see her jump up and throw them from the air in either direction, she threw 2. I wonder if she can double up any of them, and that was just the coincidence, the RNG I got. Or I wonder if she only doubles up the ones in the air. Because I would have thought it would be an easy thing to go, all right, you know the patterns. The difficulty of phase 2 is a couple new things, plus all that stuff you got used to is doubled. Just, you know, thematically, it's sort of a neat change to make. Whoa, I nearly jumped back into that. Speaking of jumping into things. Yeah. Should have just double jumped. I was worried about your friend. Bold of me. And didn't pay off. Yeah, man, I gotta just jump over you. I gotta think about it as jumping over you, or I'm never gonna get that distance right. Damn. Second hit was a little bit more than I was allowed to do. I got a couple of those really close, and it looked so cool to turn around visibly into her attack, but when it was safe. I keep trying to do it, and I'm getting myself just some extra damage I don't need to. I can wait a split second longer. And I won't do it. Apparently I won't do it. Where was my dash? I should have had a dash available. You can just do one if you want. All right. Didn't see a double of that. Doesn't mean you can't, but we didn't see a double then. You back off so much more after that one now. You came forward too. Whoa, how'd I go under one? Ah, stop that. Stop standing in places. Yeah, I kind of thought another one was coming, but I was watching for an animation that you actually don't have. I thought you would do the same animation the way you do in the air. Oh! Damn it! She's fun. Hey D Chris, good to see you. Happy Thursday. How you doing? Hope you've had a lovely day. How do PC games fit into that formula though? I guess you just use the years. Oh, sorry, right, it's memory. It's not walk right, and when it's not walk right, it's not walk left. It's a memory. Okay. Let me think a bit about how to hint you on this next movie. There's a lot of ways to go about it, but a lot of them, they may not be very good hints. Wonder if an item would help me. I'm sort of frightened to use this one because I just choose the wrong times to bind half the time already, it feels like, so why would I use another slow power-up? Another surprising moment, nothing hit me in there. Why'd I hit it then? I knew you were gonna keep attacking. Stupid me. And then I ran into you with that. Duels! Tools I know how to make use of safely. Tools. Tools. It's already gone. Nah, why did I do a dash there? There's not enough space. I know why I did dash there. It was supposed to be the other direction. I hit the buttons in the wrong order. I thought they curved up far enough. Going right was the right idea there. And I thought those didn't advance. That we're throwing away lives now. Luckily, you can't get me for match fixing. I'm free. Free of persecution for all crimes. You're in phase 2 now? Wait, when do we enter phase? That goes that high? Did she yell and I didn't notice, or does she start throwing doubles before she yells? She yelled? No. Really felt the pain of no shade cloak in this boss. That was try 6, I won. Victory for Carmelita. These guys are locked in on both sides. I guess they're in a ring and there must be an exit somewhere around it. We're just seeing a cross section of it, but they're gated on both sides from what we can see. This is a command performance. She's commanded the audience to remain here. Maybe the whole lip-syncing reveal won't hurt her as much as I think. That was a distance issue. That was a distance issue. A lot of distance issues. You should patch it. We got a lot of distance issues here. Yeah, I need to drop somewhere in there, but I didn't see where. Oh, no, I needed one more from you just to have a little healing. All right, I'll get it from her then. Thanks. Again, the wrong direction. Oh, you can hit them? Should I test that? I'm jumping them fine. It feels like I shouldn't test that, but I'm pretty certain I just hit one out of the air. I know she yelled, I just didn't remember to be on or ready for that shit. I not hit her? Damn, that's a hard one to decide what to do. Probably not go for the attack I did. Damn, I was relying on hitting her. Again? What percentage is now? 3 every time? Are you just getting faster? That's not... Does is the song written that way, or are you just getting excited? I had this problem in band class, and I don't think you're very good at music. I haven't hit her in a little while, which is getting annoying. There we go. Fuck. Miss one, fuck up two. Touched ground before trying that. Fucked up some dashes. It's almost unlucky, but it was my fault. But it felt like an unlucky thing to happen. Not quite my tempo. That was a good attempt. I like this boss a lot. I like her a great deal. I didn't really detect anything changed after the second yell, except for pace. That might be all that changed. That certainly made it more of a challenge. That was kind of funny. Definitely felt faster. It's a shame Christmas just passed. I know what she needs now, a metronome. Accelerando was always a tough music notation. Trying to remember if Gently as in a Morning Breeze was a notation on a piece of sheet music I had to play for jazz band in college, or if that was the name of the song. There was one we played that had notation like that, but there's also one we played that had a title like that. I can't remember which I'm thinking of. Had I even ever hit that guy on the right? Did he just die only from damage of Robbio's mirror? That would have been fun to go from one to the other. Didn't work it out. Ah, buddy. Sort of mean, don't you think? Are you trying to kill me here? Ah, so close to getting that one. I'm doing that a lot. I'm just trying to move too fast, I guess. Yeah, I gotta dodge backwards through that. I have to jump against their motion. Or just not do the second attack. Okay. Same sort of deal. I've already forgotten which attack I was talking about. This one? Yep. Fucking contact damage while she's stunned. What is she, like 34 degrees C or something? Contact damage when she can't even stand. It's ridiculous, Samantha. Would you like a little lore tidbit about Scarsinger Carmelita, explaining why she's my favorite boss? Not just yet, not just yet.
Come on, Hydro. Feel the rhythm, feel the crime. Come on, streamer, it's heart-stealing time.
I don't know what lyrics those are from. And I don't think TTS did a faithful rendition, or at least it didn't ring a bell. I'm gonna have to rely just on how appreciative I am for the 100 bits. Thank you for the support, Seductive Marks. To do better this time. It's very, very kind of you. I do appreciate immensely. Last time you got Wayne to phase 3. Yeah, we're gonna go back and forth on whatever bosses we fight tonight. Remember, I'm running on 1 hour's sleep, and you just saw the way I fought those ants by not really looking at the screen and walking into them, mashing attack. I'm not gonna do quite that while fighting her, but it should be expected. We're gonna go back and forth on a good attempt, a bad attempt, and bosses most likely tonight. What? 1 hour of sleep? Why? I couldn't sleep. If you learned how to lead that one time you swinged in a dance, this would be okay. Because what she's doing is swing? Jesus, I really didn't know anything about swing and still don't. I really wanted 2 hits because I thought the fire was still on, but I think it had actually even ended, at least by the time of the second hit. I think maybe by the time of the first hit during those two. And I need to stop using dashes to get around that because I don't know how it repositions you. I just need to try the aim like I'm jumping beyond you normally thing I was working on before. That's the second one? Yeah. That's not. I can tell those apart pretty reliably now, at least. Jerk. Wasn't ready yet. Oh shit, I wasn't ready for that, certainly. I was mashing jump, how did I not get off the ground? Damn. Felt really bad after getting hit by like 3 attacks at once because I really was mashing jump. I know the spikes are tall, maybe I literally didn't get enough height to be out of their hitbox. And then I just felt bad and fought bad. It was going well until then though. That was close. Hydra, are you okay? I'm running on 1 hour's sleep, but I feel okay. Taking like 3 to 4 hours for her. You're better than I am. I mean, at specific game skills, but thank you. And I have 1 more needle upgrade than I did at the time, so you should definitely probably get her tonight. Oh, I'm sure we'll get her tonight. Unless like a headache starts up. I don't think it's likely we're many attempts away from getting her. I believe in myself more than you guys do. Then again, we have done a lot. Do you have your coffee and Adderall today? Coffee, no. Adderall, yes. I hate when they're far away. I have to react to one, then the other. They want them to die, so that stops. Perfect. Perfect. Oh wait, I can't do that before the cutscene. It doesn't count. Cutscene is real time. I get 1 hit with it? Nope. Too close. Fingers, stop doing that. I hit those buttons, but that was the wrong reaction. Have the right stop that, fingers. I'm shocked that was high enough to get over your attack, and pleased. Nice follow-up. I just need to get out of your corner right now. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not gonna get near you again before the flame is out. I figured that was 2, but I thought I was gonna hit you and then hover based off of the hit. Big assumption of mine. That's my favorite attack because it feels really good when I get to dodge it right. Wee wee. That's great. probably get her done tonight. Thanks for your faith, Samantha.
How we hunted, how we sang. Oh, my children, I saw you glorious.
Diva defeats Scar Singer Carmelita. She ranks very highly on the bosses for me. Chance of being my new favorite. I really do. I remember liking the first Sinner. I need to watch that fight again. Remind myself what mechanically it was like. Obtained the Hunter's Heart. It beats steady and strong. Does it literally? The whole fucking pack's gonna be jumbling all over. I'm gonna be afraid that my wallet's about to fall out constantly. Does this door go nowhere? Thanks for the GG, Samantha. Phase another. First try. We'll crucify the insincere tonight. The impossible is possible tonight. Wonder if I'll come around the back of that at some point. That's very clearly a door. Maybe right now I will. Is there another way into the place or something? What this leads to? I don't care about you, go away. Hi. Maybe I do care about you just in case you wander near enough to shoot me with some darkness powers, some void ability. Now then. What's up? You were like one of the first bosses. I don't really remember what you do. I remember you had to jump, and going under it was the right idea even before having dodge. But there were saw blades under it that time, so it was a bit of a different calculation, to be honest. Which health do you have? Shadow you, that is. Yes, you back up when you attack. I remember that shit annoyed me. You haven't changed one bit. Scar Guard. Oh. Wow. From the famous acting family. Huge ant hunter tasked to protect the stores and passages of its tribe. Theirs is the perfect shell for their duty, a wall of a warrior and an adept fighter. If I hope to claim their treasures, I must bring my best. Another memory locket. Another memory locket. What am I missing about? Okay, that's nothing. And it's not the back door into the thing I saw inside of their little hovel. Onward for now, I guess. We have one over here in Blasted Steps and one in Coral Tower. I do want to see, though, what they say for the next one, because we only got one hint. I'm just curious. Maybe there's something lore, a little bit of tidbit that would help me out in what the shamans say. So, despite them being marked on the map, let's go check in with the shamans before we go after another. I went to the wrong place. I need Bone Bottom, not Bell Heart. I'm curious what they'll say. Me too. Oh, you're asking if I'm okay because you were just wondering, since everyone where you are is sick? You know, over Christmas vacation and shortly after I got back, I got that thing where I just get a slight irritation right at the back of your sinus. Or, not sinus, but, you know, between your nose and your mouth. That feels like maybe dry irritation that could be a cold. I had a little bit of that, but it never got any worse. So maybe I was fighting it off or something. But I haven't felt sick. I think I'm okay. can't call back the mushroom anytime, right? He went off to space. I just noticed his mushrooms are still here, and I don't remember if there were those little yellow-green spores normally. Anyway, seems you can't call him back. Shamans, shamans, shamans. I have 1/3 or maybe 1/4 of what you require. I don't know if they'll want the double heart. I'm guessing they will, but I don't know.
In the heights of the great wood, nestled deep in its roots, vines and branches, find the one who sowed the first seed.
They're the very essence of the place, the nub of it all. Ain't really a bug to be told, but a powerful presence nonetheless.
We'd heard the Citadel once made grudging accord with that creature, sent their servants in reverence, even built a shrine up there somewhere. Maybe it's worth you searching for it.
What was the first part of that? I wasn't... My record function is quite limited, and it wasn't on during that first screen. Bring us the hearts, old one. Make 'em beat, fierce and final. See for yourself the forgotten strength of this land of bugs before we burn those memories in its saving. In the wood, something? So you're talking about... You get there from Shellwood? Based on what you said? I'll try. Forget what else they said about it. Other than the thing about, you know, peace being made with the cathedral. The Citadel. Citadel more means fortress, right? Is Citadel inherently a religious thing? Is it a religious fortress? Is it a primarily religious word that is just used to mean a fortress city in many cases? Or Citadel means fortress, doesn't it? To Shellwood. Not inherently religious, if I recall correctly. This looks complex. We're in the late game. Luckily, I've got markings on my map and everything, so even if I miss what they say and don't understand it when I do listen, we are on our way. I already walked the wrong direction. On our way! A citadel is a fortified stronghold within a city. I see. Well, fortification didn't stop me. And now that I have to dig deeper outside the city, it won't stop me from solving this problem in the abyss. Because I'm the goddamn worm child. And just like my forebears, the worms, sightless and confused, I will burrow through the earth, and it will take a very long time, but eventually I'll get there. I will traverse this map and make my way. It would be better if I could look around and just figure it out, but I'll get there eventually. Like the worms that came before! Boop. Beep, pop, beep, pop. What's happening right now? We are going to another one of those bosses. I believe it connects to Shellwood based on the hint the shamans gave me, but I haven't yet found where and how it does. Oh, that one makes such a big flash. They don't all do that, do they? Then again, I missed a boss yelling, so maybe they all do that, and I've never really taken note. I thought it would be far to the left, so I didn't really pay attention as I went across here. Let me just look at the ceiling one more time. Nothing here that looks like it would be permeable or hide something. I think I'm in the wrong place. I think I'm in the wrong place. Let's get out of here. I thought I was going to have to go up here and discover something. Was this open before Act 3? Surely not. Wait, does this just take me back up where I was? Or where I've been to before, rather? Shit, there's another one of those things, and I do have a quest to break them, but you're kind of here being annoying. Never mind, there you go. Two, I guess, is a bit much to ask. Yeah, I'm just going back down the pathway I had up here before. How's that connection not on the map? Does it connect to something else in there that I was missing? Out of my way. Go to hell. Solid. Weird. Go away. Very weird. I kind of want to touch a bench and see how that looks on the drawing now, weirdly. Is what I want to know. Where's the nearest bench? Oh, that's not as near as I thought. It might have been better just to go left than right. Or left for a ways, but now I'm closer to this one. Forgot about that. Where's this bench? I've heard so much about it. There we are. There we are. Did that get drawn on the map? No. Really? Why? What? Is that not part of Shellwood? Well, now I want to go back up into that little area and try opening up my map when I'm inside there. See if it tells me, no, not for here. Oh, sir. Yelp review? We already reviewed that one. I imagine I gave it a 3 or a 4. It's in an area with enemies, and it's not super special, but it's quite beautiful. I'd probably give it a high rating. Can I cross to the left here and climb up? Please, though, like, can I? Yeah, with a little extra work. Hang on. Is this far enough left? Sounds like it. Nice. Okay. Once I pass into the other screen, but it's contiguous with the other... Wait, is there even a load screen here? There isn't, is there? And it's contiguous to the next screen. Yeah, this is part of this map. I guess this part is all contained in here, but this part is never added? That's so weird. Okay. I can't see how to connect from here to that thing, though. I'm almost ready to just go check in Blasted Steppes. But I swear they said trapped in the woods or something, but look at it. I feel like I should go check in Blasted Steppes. All the way down. Have you tried checking the last place you left it? I can't say I have. Can't say I've ever had it to leave it, but for that reason, I can't say I have tried checking the last place I left it. How far up does this go? Oh, higher than I can reach, even though I know there's a roof on this place. Can I hit a ledge or something, please? Please? Can a princess get a ledge? What, do you think I've had enough help upwards in life? Come on now. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, are you actually a scene transition? Can I not go up this way? Let's work for it, I suppose. This must be what it's like to not be royalty. Useless ability. Just like on Big Panther. Still don't know your names, but just like on Big Panther today. Walking. Ugh. Hydro missing the princess treatment? I am. Look, I understand you think it's unfair that she ever had so many advantages. And if I say, yeah, but she's a, strong fighter and so on, she takes care of herself. Well, only because she has mythical equipment and magical training and incredible magical lineage. You might say she's had all these advantages. But have you ever considered, now that she's had those, we can't change that. Now that she's had those advantages, how cruel it is to take them away? Some people may know what it's like to never have any advantages, but they'll never know what it's like to lose advantages. Oh, right, you're gonna do some of those attacks. Oh, I'm gonna die to you guys because I'm not being careful. You sucked up all my silk, you jerks. No, little boulder, no. Thank you, but no. Have you become something more here in Act 3? You little cave? Seemingly not. I wonder if you leave those, if those grow up into silk eaters. Or if they're just set dressing. Because usually when you come here for a silk eater in one of these places for the first time, there are some small ones. But I wonder if they renew ever. I don't think I've ever seen them do that. I bet they don't. This is nothing, it seems. Huh. Hmm. Probably a ceiling there too. That's an interesting one. Oh, it goes right through the bell. Or it hits the bell, but it slings you past it. I was ready to buffer a double jump and then attack down quickly to hop over that bell. But I think it hits the bell, not the ceiling above, because it looked like I was slowing down before I hit that. And then slings you beyond the bell to help you to begin with. That's rather lovely. Touch the bench here, seems safe. Seems like the wise thing to do. Alright, I climbed up here because there's... I didn't really check the right wall on my way up here. But anyway, to the right here is nearer. to... If you'd killed yourself, I forget that I need to hit it once before it becomes painful to you. I thought you'd really fucked yourself up. No thanks. I didn't like you guys before you became darkness. Yep. Nope, you're going right through the bell. I think I just hit jump, and that breaks the line, and that's why I started slowing down. So this is gonna be really fun. But I want to break this thing so I don't have to come back here later. Actually, it's gonna be a lot nicer now that that broke 2 of them. That was great. I do like Trovio's upgraded mirror quite a bit. How many of those have I got now? About half? There's like 12, and I guess I've hit 6? 7? Alright, so that angled thing down there is the next surface closest to the marker, but that's the hill full of worms. Nothing doing there, really. I think there's a little hole in the ground around here that it did go down before, and it led to just like an item, and then it was done. Has it extended, or am I misremembering how far this goes? I'm off the map. Oh, I forgot this is off the map too. Well, this is a good chance then. What's around here? What's around here? Craft metal. Worms. I don't think I went down this one. Worms. Damn. I was kind of hoping I'd remembered something useful. That would have felt nice. What do you think? Huh? No. Heart of the Woods claim the pollen heart. It must be connected to the Shellwood. It must be. The Shellwood's where I gathered, I think it was pollen from those purple things or whatever. And this isn't the wood to begin with, let alone have anything with pollen in it. I must have missed the way there in the Shellwood. They also said something about a shrine that the Citadel built to appease this creature. Is that just flavor, or can I go find the shrine, possibly? Is this too small an area to summon them? Worms, worms everywhere. But not worm child like myself. No, they haven't been chosen by Mushroom Man. Mr. Mushroom. Whatever his name was, it wasn't terribly... it didn't have much gravitas to it. I think it was Mr. Mushroom. They weren't chosen by Mr. Mushroom. Where am I going? Back to Shellwood. Why didn't that do anything? I'm in Shellwood, aren't I? That happens to everyone once a game gives you fast travel back to the fast travel point. Okay, that happens to everyone. Let's check out some of the areas of interest here. There's 2 areas at least that are marked specially, maybe 3, if you count that little yellow bit, but I think I already explored that, and that was like someone's house in Bellheart is why it's yellow. Just access from the outside. Let's go check the 2 places I don't remember that are marked specially on this map. It's awful out here. I give up. Let's not explore. Let's go back inside and play video games forever. That doesn't even go anywhere. Can I break open a way back? Nope. I remember doing this before, but I forgot it until I was down at the bottom. Not too bad. No. Stop that. How dare you pretend to be flowers. The Great Backtrackening, also known as every Search Action Games gameplay. What are you? You're like a graveyard, right? And I believe I had to come out here to get the Pin Master out of trouble once. There's no shrine here, though. This is a graveyard. Do the graves hold memories? No, they still sing, but no memories. And this ain't a shrine. Let's go check the other place. The other place, I think, is where, huh. I can't remember their name. The creature that I can't think of a better word for it, impregnated me with that weird, like, parasite thing. I think the other place is their home. Maybe the creature I'm looking for is the last, because they call it, like, oh, the coming of the Great One. It sounded like it was a cyclical thing. Maybe the great creature I'm eventually going to find is a previous one? Will there be a clue in here to find the one I'm trying to get to? Memory? Doesn't seem it. Nor song. Just there's some glow in the egg, so it feels like there should be. Okay. Maybe it doesn't have to do with that. What's that little doorway down there? Didn't notice that before. And I certainly don't remember what it is now. Oh, this is where I go down, isn't it? Yes. And then halfway down here. What a fun place. Is this the door I want? And there's a door partway a ways in through this area. Doorway to a lovely shrine built for a powerful being. In what a beautiful location they chose. Still not ringing a bell, this place. It closed up after I did it. Memories? Can a building have a memory? Not this one. Crap. Okay, it's not here. Maybe we go back to searching what physically might give me access to that section of map on the 2D plane. Which is a fancy way of saying hitting walls. Maybe we go back to that. I'm glad you're back home and feeling better now, Chill. Sorry that was a difficult time for you. But I hope the upward trend continues, that you had a good day today. Just gotta hit the right wall spot 50 times with the right crest under a full moon, no problem. You must have wanted puzzles like that. You're here in Act 3. You desired a challenge. Actually, Act 3 was not straightforward, but was well signposted to get to. If you were an explorer, I don't think you'd miss it. Guess you've run into a wall. I'm gonna keep running into them until one of them turns out to not be a wall. And that's not as dumb as it sounds, but I admit it sounds dumb. Where do I even go look? I'm just gonna check the ceiling right around the fast travel point. See if there's something I haven't noticed there. Thought about there. Also, touch the bench while I'm here. Some metal in there you break, but the ceiling doesn't. No floor, but that's not important. There's dustiness from here, but there's ceiling above that. Bench over this way. Can't bounce off those bells. They don't give you any upward momentum. Landing down, man. Technically, it's 47 nail hits and 3 tool items or 50 nail hits, but you know, who does that? And I couldn't let go. I had to be specific. Now, a few people who missed the basic Act 2 ending because they did enough exploring to unlock it before facing Bug, I'm not shocked. I only saw the basic Act 2 ending because I forgot I had it. I wonder if I would have had the presence of mind, though, to go, oh, wait, before I might lose access, let's do it once without. Or I probably would have asked you, should I do this once without, then do it once with? But it didn't occur to me at all. This has not helped. Doesn't seem to be right around here. Just checking the place. The ceiling looks different now. It does not make a crackling sound like I can break it, even though it kind of looks broken up. Don't think it's that. You just spammed bind immediately? Yeah, I think I was shouting. I was talking, so I wasn't thinking. That's what I can tell you. Now we're into the creepy, unmapped part, or about to be. So I had to come up here once for the quest. Did I not go left? Did I go left, but then... Oh, but then I couldn't go any further? And I didn't mark this. I guess I can believe that. But yeah, I must have come up here before. These make it look like there was one of the pollen things here, and I wouldn't have been able to go any further. That was a long time ago now. Maybe that was actually before I started marking anything. None of those feel breakable. You don't feel breakable. You don't feel breakable. How much further does this go in a way that looks likely to lead me eventually to my goal? How much further to the right does this go? I mean, it doesn't. I have to drop down. Though I might connect from over here and then up around. It's possible. I guess we should check. Doesn't feel like it's going to be fruitful going back over what I just looked at. Doesn't feel like I didn't get a good look at any of it. I hit a lot of areas that might have looked suspect. Guess we keep going. Jeez. Nothing yet. No. Oh, I forgot. I still have 2 movies to guess. I haven't come up with a clever clue for this one. Decade? This one. It's recent. It has an ensemble cast. And quite a big one. Lots of notable people in it. It's a series of stories. Oh, I'm not just jumping into spikes. What is this? Progress. Shard bundle. That doesn't feel like progress. This doesn't look like progress. Wait. They shake. They shake. But they don't move. Do they hurt? Damn it. Movie 47? It is not. Knives Out? No. I still need to see the new Knives Out. It sounds like it's amazing. I've heard best of the three, and I really like the other two quite a lot. I still need to see it. They shake, but they do not rattle nor roll. French Dispatch? You've got it immediately. It's French Dispatch. Let's play another fun game. What would be a fun, vague hint to give about this? Because it felt a little unfair to just give a hint about one of the stories. Maybe that would have been the way. Give a hint about one story, then a hint about a different story, and see if people can piece together it's a big ensemble cast with a mixture of stories because they're so seemingly unrelated, because they are. About a newspaper? Well, first of all, a magazine. But also, that was the first thing I thought of. I just thought I could do better, and I left that idea behind. That's not a bad clue. I left it behind hoping to find something new and didn't go back to it. What is French Dispatch? A salute to writers and expatriates. Wes Anderson's 10th feature takes the form of the final edition of The French Dispatch, a weekly magazine chronicling life in the city of Ennui-sur-Blaze, France, for American readers. Made up of 3 featured stories, a profile of a tortured artist, a report on student revolutionaries, and a recounting of a tabloid kidnapping with a gourmet twist, plus an obituary and a travelogue, this dazzlingly constructed anthology mixes everything from theatrical interludes to tableau vivants to comic book animation. That is exactly right, and I know that probably doesn't feel like it gives you a sense of the movie unless maybe you really have Wes Anderson style in your head, then you can probably imagine what it feels like. But that is, without seeing it, that is the best factual explanation you could give of it. I can't come up with a way to improve upon that and give you a better idea. I quite liked it. And the last one. I will be a bit surprised if anyone knows this. Not as surprised as, say, D-War or something, but a bit surprised. So I'm going to go about this with a different style of hinting. Which unfortunately, if you do happen to know it, may make it hard to realize what I'm hinting at for a bit, because I'm going to start hinting you towards words, not plot. Name me some honorable feudal warriors. Honorable in popular media. Let's not get into the politics of them. I'm not educated enough for that conversation. Just, you know, generally, you'd be like, oh yeah, the honorable warrior of medieval times. Who? Samurai? Nice. Do you know the word for samurai in any other languages? Arthur? I think that was one person who didn't exist. Arthur's did, but not the Arthur I imagine you're referencing. That wasn't like a whole class of warrior. But otherwise, I like the guess. To serve, I think is the translation of samurai. You know, I think you might be right. That sort of rings a bell. It's not the answer I'm looking for, though. Bushi? Nope. Jin Sakai? Nope. I'm looking for the word samurai. The way it is written in another language. Ronin? No. Written in a language other than Japanese. And stylized differently to how we, in English, generally stylize it. S-A-M-U-R-A-I. I don't know why I'm wandering through this area right now. Guerriere? No. Ninja? No. It shares a lot of the letters. In one sense, it shares them all. In another sense, it doesn't. Depends how you feel about letters. Okay, I'm very confused. Well, let me see here. Let me see if I can find an example that isn't the answer. If I look up... Oh, go to hell. What the fuck, Hydra? Depends on how you feel about letters? Yes. Here's a hint about what that means. In Spanish, It's almost fair to say that letters always make the same sound. But that is because it used to be thought, I mean, it's linguistics, it's changed many times throughout history, and it's very geographical, but there was a strong school of thought around Spanish in the past that I'm not sure exists anymore, that considered CH-LL as different letters. Nye with the tilde is a different letter to N. So the fact it sounds different doesn't break the rule that it's always pronounced the same way when you see the letter. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Is it in Cyrillic? It is not. Speaking of Spanish, is that a good example? English to Spanish. Samurai. Sort of. Samurai in Spanish is apparently samurai, but the A has an accent on it. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Do you know the word samurai in any other languages? Start translating them. Go for it. I'm going to be hitting walls for a while, so you're not missing anything. Change tabs. Translate into as many languages as you can. Copy paste the answers back here. It's a country in Europe. I'll tell you that. I'm down below, like too far down now, right? Yeah. Unless it's passing back into like a wall or something and going through the background up there. What is this little rise? This was just to get like an item once I was able to do this, right? There's just like an item up here. Oh yeah. There was one of the things up here. I've done that. Done that. Samurai with a J? No. That's samurai in Japanese, I'm pretty sure. I don't know well enough to check you, but that's not the answer I'm looking for. Those of you in Canada would have a better chance of knowing this word and the language I'm looking for than a lot of people. And that hint should help a good number of people, even if you don't live in Canada, about what language we're looking for. That's Guerriere. What? Oh, chill. Oh, you're so close. You're so close. I need two things. I need the definite article, and one of the letters has a special accent on it. Oh, you're getting closer. Dark Angel, take the S off, and I need the definite article. There we are! Umbrell, you are the first person to put it together correctly, but that was very much a team effort. Well done, everyone. The answer is Le Samurai. In a career-defining performance, Alain Delon plays Jay Costello, a contract killer with samurai instincts. After carrying out a flawlessly planned hit, Jay finds himself caught between a persistent police investigator and a ruthless employer, and not even his armor of fedora and trench coat can protect him. It was before that had a bad reputation. This is 1967. An elegantly stylized masterpiece of cool by maverick director Jean-Pierre Melville, Le Samurai is a razor-sharp cocktail of 1940s American gangster cinema and 1960s French pop culture with a liberal dose of Japanese lone warrior mythology. Took a lot of hints to make that happen. Yeah, but I don't know the movie very well, so if I was just like,
It's about a hitman. It's French.
I feel like we would have been here a lot longer, and it wouldn't have been more satisfying for the time. He doesn't look like a samurai. I think he's a samurai in the way Ghost Dog follows Bushido. Speaking of which, I want to see Ghost Dog again someday. I remember enjoying that movie more than I expected to. I think that was the first thing I ever saw Forrest Whitaker in. What the hell am I looking for? If I go back, will you tell me the hint again? You didn't when I talked to you a second time right away, but I've left and it's been a bit. Does that change your dialogue? Will you repeat the hint in case it helps me, please? First guess would have been Day the Jackal. Second guess would have been Le Samurai, but I wouldn't have spelt it right. That's too much work. Well, I would have told you. You are so close. This is what I need. The way I did. So you would have at least put everyone on the right track, even if you didn't want to. So you knew of it before. Nice job. I had never heard of it. It's, I think, Criterion Collection? Wait, is this? Yes, it is. It just only says it on the spine on this one I have here. And so I was like, oh, it's probably worth seeing. Read the back and was like, sure. Finally, a Blythe quest.
In the height of the great wood, nestled deep in its roots, vines, and branches, find the one who sowed the first seed.
I wonder if that hints me to where the path begins, or if that refers to just where the creature is, because it is above where I can explore thus far, where I've found access to. But even if it refers to where you find the beginning of the trail to get there, check the top of Shellwood. I've already tried that. It's not new info. The very essence of the place, the nub of it all. Ain't really a bug, to be told, but a powerful presence nonetheless.
We'd heard the Citadel once made grudging accord with that creature, sent their servants in reverence, even built a shrine up there somewhere. Maybe it's worth you searching for it.
So I'm searching for the shrine. But once again, the shrine could be right where the marker is. It could be the end of it, not the beginning of the trail. I don't know what I'm looking for. The path. But I don't know if there's a marker to find that tells me, oh, look around here more carefully. Or if I'm at a stage where I just need to see the hidden path I haven't, or the cracked wall I've not hit. What the hell am I missing? Have I not considered long enough that it just might be I need a different way into Shellwood? What are the other options? I ran around Blasted Steps. I wasn't especially careful, but I did walk all along that, or along most of it. Would there be another way in from Grand Gate? Would there be another way in from Grand Gate? Would there be another way in from, this is crazy, but Grand Gate? You know, would there be like something here I can open up? Some new crack in this floor and get into an area and then open backwards away back down here? My wife and I are members at one of the oldest continuing operating movie theaters in the country. That's awesome. If everyone visits San Francisco and is a cinephile, can't recommend the Roxy Theater enough. That's fantastic. I don't take enough advantage of the You can't say I've overlooked this now. This isn't a Blythe thing. There's nothing to see. This isn't my fault. Oh, I've got the little Windows circle turning. Game's all frozen. I mean, it's obviously frozen in a sense, but I didn't know it had stopped responding, as Windows likes to put it. Oh, the Void one, GG. We took too long. I didn't know there was a fucking time limit. Can I at least start over again at Act 3, or do I need a new file? Is this a Liza P situation? It hasn't told me the... Yeah, there we go. Close the program. Play. New game plus. I haven't taken advantage enough of the cool movie theaters here in the city. We have the IFC theater, which is neat and does some cool things. And then there's lots of little ones, but the only one I think I've been to is Nighthawk. Went there on a fantastic date with a fantastic person. So maybe I was predisposed to like it, but I remember having an amazing time. I should make a point to look up what they have playing and see if friends want to go to stuff I'm interested in. Maybe I haven't before because watching movies has never been a big thing for me before the past few years. I still struggle to make myself watch them sometimes. You know, just committing to something, watching something for 2 hours. Where was I going? To, was it going to Blasted Steps to get up there? Or is there a faster way? Yeah, Blasted Steps is fine. I wasn't really looking for it before because I already didn't watch many movies at home. You know what's really dangerous? Is now that I am watching a bunch at home, I'm quite comfortable with... Is that Zaza? Lead the way, girl. Is Garmon all right? I've never seen them separated. Go, go, go. We have to find him. Maybe there's still time to save him. I know he's just a thoughtless automaton. We found that out last time, but... Lost Garmond! How do you beat the void out of something without killing it? Oh, that ranges widely. Shit, I'm not being careful enough to get healing back. Lost Garmond? I don't want him to die. I want to do his voice more. It's fun. Lost Garmond? Hydra about to kill another NPC? Oh shit, what am I doing down here? I climbed up there and didn't touch that bench? Let's just fast travel. Oh, I fast traveled to... Yeah, and then didn't touch the bench. That's what I did. Oh, he's Venom now. Oh, that reminds me that the Warcraft case is one of the... I think maybe the second worst condition I've ever gotten a case in the Queen's Public Library. I don't know if that means anything. I'm not blaming the library either. You know, that happens. I'm not blaming the person who beat it up, or people, over time. But it's just, you know... That many people want it? Were they fighting over it in the aisles? The most beat up case I ever got was Edward Scissorhands. I can see some people fighting over that. That made sense to me. Why is Warcraft so used? Alright, the bench is right here. Let's touch that so I don't make the mistake of, it doesn't take too long to fast travel, but it takes a long time for me to start running, then realize I was going to fast travel, and then fast travel. Oh, and Venom reminded me of that just because Venom was also one I got in very poor condition, wondered why. That's a weird one. Ah, come on. Knew I made a mistake and I couldn't outrun it. Oh, same problem. Lucky. There's still a body. I can still speak to him. Move the fucking foreground out of the way. Sir Knight, I am sorry. This was the only means to free you from the cursed threads. His name is still Lost Garmond.
Oh, fret not, little one. Be proud. You've grown so strong. Zaza, let us just rest a little, and then we'll be away.
Fuck! Come away now, Zaza. Come away. Come with me, Zaza. I'll take you back to Belhart. Come on, Zaza. Well, I don't like that. It's not quite as bad as Cloth and Hollow Knight, but I don't like that. Neither song does anything. Ah, jeez. They stay here? I don't know if that's better or worse. Just a reminder? Or does that mean more might happen in future? Music? Come on.
So strong, so kind. Thank you.
There's this Zaza singing.
Brave to the end. Let's meet back home. Old bug, old friend.
Hydra, what have you done? Played the game. I've not really stopped to consider if there's another way to deal with the darkness. I guess I would need a quest to guide me to it. It's not so freeform a game. I could just be like, I'll go investigate this sort of thing. That might help me out. But we really haven't spent any time investigating, like, how to free bugs taken by the darkness. Are we just like, no, none of that woke shit. All it takes is you just a firm hit, a firm slash. You just have to kill them. That's the only way these void-infected bugs will learn that their lesson. You spoil them if you go easy on them. Nope, death. Is that the character we are? All right, and then I deal by you anyway. No worries. Nothing to worry about. You are the bourgeoisie, so yes. I don't think that's just the bourgeoisie that do that. I mean, I'm talking in tropes, but the trope isn't like, no, son, no. You're not going to university. No son of mine is. No, you're gonna work down in the mines. Now go out and muck out the stables and take care of your horse. You asked us for one and we got you two. Now you need to take care of them. I don't think it's that. The only cure for the void infected is more hard work. Instant 3 ads. I'm sorry, Ticket Sickly. Hope you can hear me now. And I say, it's good to see you. Hope you're having a lovely day. How's it going, friendo? Alright, I can't drop down here, so I can't go check out the other side. And the floor of the entryway doesn't do anything. And there's a ceiling right above me based on the map, so this does nothing, right? This might do something. Don't know about useful. Certainly unlikely to lead to a shellwood, but what is this? Where am I? Oh, is this where I climbed up before to do something about a thing and stuff happened? Have I been in here already? It didn't make a whoa secret noise, so. Oh, hey. You can't get back in the elevator shaft. Oh. Oh. Okay. Is this my first time doing this after the elevator fell? See, they jump out to me immediately. I don't think I missed anything in Shellwood. I know that sounds very petty to point out, but I need a win right now. Roots! Shellwood! You know, they only got infected because they're lazy. Hunter, we're heartbroken. Not me, but I'm heartless. This is a betrayal of the highest order. That's really rude. I don't think Garmond chose that. I think it happened to him. He didn't betray us. He was possessed. A willful misunderstanding saves me again. You are the betrayer? I don't see how. I mean, being a traitor is a crime, right? And next time we're at my house, I'll show you how it couldn't be me. Jarberg? I don't even need to make all the arguments I used to. Okay? There are tons of arguments I could make. I've made them all. I've not swayed you in the past, but normally I would try them again, but I don't need to. Because I've been absolved. You just need to see the shelf back at my house, and you'll understand. Alright, that opened up. What was over here before that opened up? Not a goddamn thing. Interesting. He died doing what he loved, fighting to the death. Oh shit, I didn't realize what I was looking at there. No, thank you. One was plenty. Ah, okay. Didn't parse what that was immediately. Whoa, I almost ran into that attack. I think that's 8 now. We're still not back into what they consider Shellwood. What was in the rest of that room before I climbed up? Because the first room was a dead end in the right way. Is this the same way? Should I just tick off exploring the rest of this space to the left before going on? Should I claw line instead of doing a dumb thing? Ah, shards. Maybe that's just pawn scum. Halt, stranger. I am charged to forever guard the sacred shrine beyond. Any who wish to pass must cross their weapon with my own. Sure. Are you a boss? Seth! Shrine Guardian Seth! You don't You didn't even need to stretch out or anything. Oh my god. Is this like the ultimate form of what we were talking about with knees yesterday? You sat perfectly still so you have all your cartilage in perfect condition? You didn't use any getting groceries or just wandering around? He's got a baby's joints, Samantha. He's got a baby's joints! Friendo! Oh, I forgot about that. Holy shit, he found it? I was always going to. It was just a matter of time. Now, do I remember where it was? Yes. I didn't find a bench. Let's go hit that bench when I get back over there. There's a really tragic story behind this guy, not even a spoiler for the game, just really sweet. Well, there's a chance I'll find it, assuming it's in the game. But if I don't, or it's not in the game, we can talk about it during the credits wrap up, just make a note of it. It's not in the game? I hate when they do that. I don't think it's wrong, I'm not saying anyone should stop, it's just not my preference. Then again, I know that's a bit silly to say. That would rule out things like, you know, comic book tie-ins and stuff. And there are many legitimate reasons. A storyline might be too much to include in your game, a specific thing. But I don't love when they do that. Oh, is this one of the pay benches? You dicks. I'm trying to remember how the pay benches work. I think you do get to restart at them. It's just when you get up, they go away, right? It's alright. Rosaries aren't a big problem, especially 15. Oh, Hydro, don't say that. You should not be saying any of that I don't like story outside the game. No, it's too grand a statement, like I said. Down here, and then I opened up a shortcut here. That's what I did. Yes, that's what I remembered would go faster. Oh, it's a tribute to a fan. That's sweet. All right, well, in this specific case, then, I certainly don't hate that they did that. My bad. All right, Seth. Oh shit. Yeah, I remember what that looks like. He jumped up into me and I'm the one who pays? When do I get the tool that lets me deal contact damage to them? It should compare speeds. Whoever's moving faster is the one who moved into the other, and they take damage. He would have been hurt then. Promise you. Nah, I didn't have the height. I knew what that was, but I didn't have the height. I couldn't make the space. Thank you, dice. Did not correctly identify at that time, or I would have been able to make the height easily. Bastard. Wow, that hurt me! I'd come to a stop by that point, hadn't I? Did he just like lean forward and move his box into mine? In which case he would have been the faster moving one, and if that crest I want existed, he would have taken damage. Rightfully. It's like he doesn't know I'm absolved of all crimes. Faster? Ah, I can't outdistance that, so I need to. Okay. Stupid of me. I was so proud of myself going in with the right timing, I forgot. Or maybe I didn't notice the previous times if he follows that up every time. So that's just built different. Phase 2. Spear and shield build, nice. The basic human loadout, recognizable, but efficient. I don't think throwing the shield like that's a usual tactic, though. That has hero vibes. I need to get behind you for a second there, Seth, if you don't mind. Thanks. What was that flash? What are you guarding? The thing I'm going after? Do you feel like those shakes, Seth, and hear the evil whispers of the black strands? Those are new. This is a new thing. Times have changed, buddy. Maybe you should just let me in. Also, I'm a princess? I feel like you should be able to tell by looking at me. Of the warrior variety, certainly, but I've got princess vibes, surely. I just dashed with that so he could hit me after my damage boost ended. Don't know why I gave him that advantage. Don't go in. Gonna do 3 more. Don't go in. You can do 1. Yeah, you just absolutely can do 1. Come on, I chose the wrong direction. Oh, this again. I'm bad! Yeah, I could see the spacing was probably not right, but I didn't change anything at that point. I don't know how to position myself to not be where that'll hit me sometimes. It's rare enough, it feels like maybe I don't need to worry about it. Do I just play closer to him? Not sure how I feel about playing closer to him. But also, I like the distance I'm playing at, so I won't be further away. I think it would have to be closer to him at pretty much all times to avoid that. Yeah, being on the ground doesn't feel good for that. I guess just move then jump is fine though. And then there's other stuff I can do better on the ground. Do I feel like relearning this fight by standing on the ground more of the time? I don't know that I do. I wanted to get bold with that, but not a good time. So many bosses recently that I've tried to outrun those multi-stabs when I definitely can't. So many. I was doing that in the fight with Carmelita earlier, even just in her little arena. Yeah, I can't chase that down in case you follow up like that. Feels like I can bait that stab every time. It's only one hit, but he likes to do that a lot, so good thing to be able to pretty reliably get him to do. I don't have a lot of space here. Combo? Oh wait, I don't even need to heal. It's damage. Yeah, I'm never ready for that combination one. You actually can block that. I thought you couldn't. Oh my god, this phase 3 transition's incredible! He's an aquatic boss now. He sounds big. GG, Seth. Fun boss. Maybe you need to turn up alerts. You missed a sub and Cam is visiting. Cam, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I'm so sorry I didn't hear it. I do need to turn up alerts. I haven't forgotten that. I just have been procrastinating because I have to do every single alert individually. How are you doing, Cam? Happy New Year. I hope you had fantastic holidays and your new year has started well. How's it going? What's up? Survived it. Hope y'all's was great as well. I assume we're talking about the holidays. Mine were fantastic. Very chill, but lovely. Notice not required. He's concentrating. How many tries was that? 3 or 4? That wasn't too bad. That fight was all right. Hasn't saved the kingdom yet, but it's put us on our way to it. Thanks to the GGs, Samantha. The warrior died twice. Rip. Happy New Year, brother. Thank you. Has been a happy one so far. Personally for me. I think it will continue that way for at least a little while because I get to go back and see my niece for her 3rd birthday soon, Samantha. I'll come up in the schedule soon. Oh, there's my head. I literally didn't notice it because I know it doesn't look like, but I move through information very quickly. That's why I forget so much of it. So I went, nope, that's just where I'm standing, and then... Time for... what's next? What are you telling me about Seth? Shrine Guardian Seth, eternal defender of Shellwood Shrine, his pin and symbol show many marks of their use. He offered fair warning and challenge, a duel in the purest sense. I admire his honor and his skill. I used to think Seth was a funny name for a warrior. But... it was the name I chose for my, what's it called, Stardew Valley character that I played with my brother and my mom. And, it's because there's a couple forms. The most common etymology is a Hebrew name, but there were some dialects, regions, or other languages that pronounced the Egyptian god Set as Seth. I can't remember what he's god of, though. Seth is a powerful name. But I'm stronger. Whose memory in here shall I devour a heart from? Here we honor the seed that sprung the wood. By her grace may all bugs pass safe to join us in our song. This is where I play the memory song. All right, let's try the normal song first. I mean, it glows, but I think we need the memory song then. It's lighter to the left. Do I go left in here? That's against all platformer logic. But then this is search action. Hydra, do you want to know about Seth or no? Yeah, I suppose. And I see a Dustbringer's message. Seth was first revealed by his creator, Seth Goldman, in a Reddit post mentioning his... Oh, that moved it down. Meeting with Team Cherry, as well as his struggle with Ewing sarcoma, a type of cancer. Goldman tragically passed away later that year, and he is commemorated at the very end of the credits as an extra special thanks. He's the final and one of the most prominent names in the credits. Does he happen to do the voice for Seth or anything like that? Or was it his creator, Seth Goldman? Huh. Did he have some connection to Team Cherry? Like, was he a Team Cherry member or a friend of a friend or something like that? That's a lovely commemoration. He drew the boss, the original design. Nice. Oh, if I walk right, I leave the memory. Well, got a pretty good boss. Destruction. Set was the god in Egypt of destruction. Wonder how Hydra will feel about this one. Fine, it's a lovely tribute. Sad story and a wonderful tribute they included in the game for Seth. It was just a kid. There's a, the one I always remember, because it was not the first by any means. I'm sure there are ones way, way back in the 80s. I'm sure one of the paddles in Pong has the name of someone's friend who tragically passed away. But the one I remember making lots of headlines, because World of Warcraft is a massive game and it was voiced and everything, is there was a kid who voiced a Tauren in the game, and has a special quest and has his name and stuff like that, because the kid sadly passed away. And the best part is, like I say, the kid voices the Tauren, and so usually if you go talk to a random quest NPC, most of them don't have unique voices. They'll just have one of the Tauren voice pack for whichever, you know, gender they are, going like,
Seems like the rain's coming.
and then they'll tell you about the herd of centaurs attacking them, you know? But he has a couple lines, actually really funny. I remember them not even being quest specific. They are just sort of generic lines like that, but they're a little kid trying to do a deep Tauren voice. It's amazing. Brought him to the studio and really awesome to him. That's lovely. I wonder how I feel about this memory. I'll have to tell you in a bit. Guess that's sunlight. Hey there. God. You're a form of life I've not really encountered before. I mean, I'm royalty. I've met with foreign dignitaries from cultures I thought were as different to mine as any could be, but I don't know what to say to you. Would it be rude to admire what appears to be your liquid-filled pustule chest? Well done on that. Who the hell are you? Do you sing? No would have done? Oh, fuck off. I see. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that. I don't want to learn to deal with that. I should have claw lined. I can't hit those towards you. That would have been a fun thing, but I'm not allowed. I need to stop and just look at that thing, which I tried to do there and then landed on one. It's rotating only very slightly, so it shouldn't be too hard to dodge, but I don't like the look of that attack in so tight a space. So glad this is a memory, because it means the boss is canonically dead. I hate this boss. I hate this Cuphead-ass boss. It makes me want to break controllers so much. God damn, that's a reaction. Yeah. Guess she's not big on guests. They're not big on guests. Hydra, you can't just stare at someone's liquid-filled pustule chest. I'm not even sure it's a chest. We don't know if that's rude or not. It very well might be, but we don't know. We have no idea. Alright, stop making stupid little mistakes like that. Oh, come on. I was nearly out with claw line. Ooh, that doesn't bounce me out enough. Okay, so what does this look like? They explode. That's what hit me last time. They fucking explode. At least I assume, because I could have sworn I had enough vertical distance over it. They make little explosions. Okay, the melee attack, I need to figure out just how many times I'm allowed to attack or how it's telegraphed. But I'm not worried about that. I'm a little worried about the bullet hell one. Is this the moon moth? Do you think that looked like a moth? Is this the moon moth? Oh, it doesn't matter if it's the moon moth. I am the worm child. What do any of these words mean? I'm gonna beat it. Let's just see how long it takes. At least there's no run back. True. That is nice. Oh, that can hit. It just has to hit. Do they heat seek a little bit? Go fuck yourself with that. My instinct is never to claw line first, and it needs to be in this fight. Yeah, I saw that, but too late. Damn it! Okay. Oh shit, I was paying too much attention trying to hit one of those to you! Oh, I hate it. That's fine, that's fine. Oh, you're taking that away? Do we go down? No, we fight here? Oh, fuck you. I couldn't... I hit it too fast back to back. I couldn't start floating again. Barely. Stop that. Stop this. Most definitely. Stop about half of these things, please. Not where I want to be. Oh, I lost the one? Didn't I have? You're not darkness, though. How did I thought I had the silk to bind. I was hitting the button, wondering why nothing was happening. Tight little space there. Oh shit, I didn't pay attention to what you were doing! No, that means I lost the silk on that, and that platform's gone now. Of course it is. Slight danger now. Little danger. Yeah, that was a weird positioning. Otherwise, that attack has not been so bad as I thought. I think I like this fight. Missed last stream, so I'm behind on what happened. It did happen last stream. We beat Gothrobio. We followed the riddle and found out we are the Wyrm child. There's probably another boss somewhere. Don't remember it though. The Crawfather, or have been absolved of all crimes, past, present, future, everywhere in the world. Green Pin's memory, yeah, so Pale Stag and the rest of that memory, true. Shit. I knew what you were doing, but I didn't realize how far I was gonna fall and be in a bad place. Yeah, I can fall faster. Where, thank you. Miss, late. bad. Ow. That's dumb. Why do things hurt in this game? Ow. I want to hit one of those sometime in this phase. Oh, man. Your vertical positioning changes so much during that, and I've been pretty good about it so far. Or maybe lucky, because I'm not doing it well this attempt. Coming over here or doing something else? Doing something else. Aren't you fun? Oh, that's an annoying one. I didn't have double jump. And there's spikes. I nearly jumped up into that last little explosion like I wanted that one to get a hit in on me. One of those is right under me. Fuck off. I was gonna leave, you just need to give me an extra moment. Just a moment. I don't know if she can do that attack twice in a row. The melee one. We've never seen it, despite me going back in after the first one sometimes. Oh, I thought that was going to be the melee one. Oh no, I want to heal, and this is not a safe one to heal during. I don't like going under her. I don't know why that didn't hit me either. That boss is great. Would you believe I'm not just extending, you know, teasing you about this game not being quite as hard for me if I told you there's no safe floor to stand on is one of my favorite mechanics for a boss? The boss is great. We are life. We are growth. What world without us? I don't know. Give me your heart. What is it, like a nut or leaf of some kind? GG, those dodges. Thanks for the GG, Samantha. We have acquired the Pollen Heart. I think that's just a berry. But if we tell them it's a heart, what are they going to tell me I'm wrong? I'm royalty. It does beat. My whole bag's jumping all over the goddamn place. For me, this was just claw line the boss, so I'm impressed Hydra beat it without claw lining to her. You know, I tried that once, and no, I tried going to the wall, and the wall was just a little further than the claw line is. But the boss's hitbox probably means you can always claw line across. Pomegranates, can you... Hang on. You can claw line while you're on a wall? That probably would hit her, wouldn't it? It.
Use a cool item.
Oh. Well, after it failed to get me to the opposite wall, I went, go away, claw line, and only used it when I had to. Loosefell, thank you so much for the random panther. I don't think I said thank you enough, by the way, to Cam. Thank you on behalf of whoever received it. I didn't see if it's someone who's here, but in case they aren't, I hope they appreciate. And of course, Cam, thank you so much for the support. That's exceptionally kind of you. I absolutely appreciate. Let's do them Panthers. Boom. Spin, span, spawn, spung, sprin, span. Gets you all Panthers right off the bat. How did that was not me? What was not you? Crystal Panther, Big Panther, no Panthers. Crystal Panther, Crystal, Crystal, Big, all. You can do that easily. Oh, the heart. It looks like a berry. We have the last judge, Crystal Panther. And the big family bus of lots of random little ones. Hornet, Big Panther. Thank you so much for hanging out and building up the points to redeem for random Panthers, Lucifel. I hope you enjoy the Panthers. Now, you only got the Big Panther once on its own. There's Crystal twice. The Big Panther does. It's hard to find a safe way to pick this thing up around all of its many passengers. That seems safe. It's not heavy at all. Oh, and we'll spend a little quality time with the Crystal Panther and its last judge crown on its own. You'd think it wouldn't be so comfy. It looks made for judgment, you know, but it's got lovely felt inside, quite comfy to wear and warm. But the Big Panther wasn't just leaving. The Big Panther was leaving with intent to return. Oh, I need to turn you around because the fucking flea has a face. To return with all of the others. Robio. And why not? Let's get out. 3D printed Panther. There's your all Panther winnings, Drobio. They all say their name. They all say their name. It's a nod to Pokemon, which had a big inspiration on this. Drobio. Lace. Shirma. They all say their names. Shalabay. Fleas in their own language are called Awoo. Just giving a shout out to Wisp. Everyone go give Wisp a follow if you haven't yet. Check out her stream next time you have a chance. Welcome back, Wisp. Or back from Lurk if you've just been lurking. Thank you so much, Lucifel. Sorry if that made you sick. Up, bam. Close all these wheel results. And then just fade the music out and return to the fucked up kingdom. I'm your host, Wormchild, and you're listening to The Void FM. Next up, we have Possession and Eternal Nothingness. Stick with us. Silksong NPR. I wish I could do an Ira Glass. If I wasn't so tired, I could at least come up with the words. Well, it would be something like... People, no, he'd need to start out with like a sentence from the story. That's what I'm gonna have a lot of trouble coming up with. But it would end up, after that being saying like, we talk with the families of people who have been possessed, and after that, a trip down to see what's changed in the abyss in the last 30 years. You're listening to, not Wait, Don't Tell Me. You're listening to This Farloom Life. Haven't heard that in years and years. Has everyone heard Ira Glass's thing about creativity and trying to learn a creative art and so on? It went, you know, around the internet in several different waves. I expect most people have heard it. And it's not a sentiment that no one else has expressed before, but it's just a really good one to keep in mind if you do anything creative, like stream or draw or sing or anything. About when you're at that phase where you just can't make things that make you happy, because that can be demoralizing. Tune in every once in a while, still a banger. I assume bagger is supposed to be banger. I don't know what bagger means otherwise, but it doesn't sound great. What time is it now? I'm feeling hungry, maybe a little bit tired. I don't think we're gonna go do the other memory just because it's taken me so long to find some of them. Well, I mean, I know where oh, I have to take this one back? Well, we'll definitely do that. I forgot we did that last time, and I didn't ever look and see that the next marker's been removed and they've put a marker back down there. Let's go do that. And then I might do a couple other little things, but we might end soonish. If you weren't here earlier or just missed me saying it or something, I'm running on 1 hour's sleep. And I'm actually doing okay, but I'm very hungry and slightly tired. Hydra, I'm tired too, be nice. That was actually sincere. I corrected it to banger, because that seemed likely. Then I realized bagger's not necessarily bad. Maybe that is slang I've never heard. I'm not big into the radio community. And, you know, I don't know how this reflects on you. I would think positively. I would not be shocked if you suddenly revealed that radio communities are a thing. And more than just, oh, the people who listen to this, and have their own slang and shit, and you are a big-time radio space head. And you explained to me that bagger meant, oh, that's one, you know, oh, you don't listen to it all the time, but it's always in your bag. You go back now and then. It's a classic. It always satisfies. Then I realized that I should stop talking, and so I only did the one caveat, correcting it and then going, wait, no, maybe you meant bagger. You want to know if you're about to be locked out of something? Hydro, I would strongly recommend sleep before proceeding the quest. Hydro? Wait, pomegranates, am I about to risk something by having this conversation instead of going to the next harder something? Or just doing something else? This right here is where there might be a risk? Yes? No. Crap. Yeah, maybe sleep then. Thank you for letting me know. That is the kind of stuff I welcome. And exactly the way I ask about it. I welcome being asked about, even if I haven't palms for it. Does this go in my home? Let's go put this in my home. I'll take a quick look at my quest log. We might wrap up. We might go do a little quest or something. The only quest I know I have right now are the shredded flesh one and whatever. I don't feel like doing that. Hunting down the dark void masses. I don't know where they are. That's just wandering the map. I don't think they're marked or anything. Oh, hey, sorry. I actually don't want to be here. I want to go to my home. In the heart. Can you check the map again? One moment. Here it is. All the map I have. 41% of the total map in the game. Here it is. My map doesn't show a percentage, does it? No. How's my overall percent doing? Where's the screen that shows that? I'm still 81. I beat some big bosses today. I got their hearts. 81? You have a new thing for me? The Hidden Hunter. A huge red shell stole my precious keepsake and disappeared in the fields. Please chase down the thief and recover my treasure. A huge red shell. Okay. I get a mask segment for it. A mask piece. I'm contributing, I'm contributing, I'm contributing, I'm contributing. What the?
Hey Hydro, Hope you've had a calm holiday and not excited to be catching up with ya.
Okay, Rage Cage, thank you so much for the Prime resub in the 6 total months. I really scared the shit out of the craw. Do you see how much they gave me? Okay, Rage Cage, that's very kind of you. I so appreciate the support. Thank you. So sorry. No, don't worry at all. Hope you had a calm holiday and happy New Year Eve. Decided to be catching up with you. I had a fantastic holiday. It was very chill, very calm. We watched Ballerina to ring in the new year, the John Wick movie. I enjoyed every day of it. I hope you had lovely holidays. Thank you for the support. Hope you're having a good day too. You're a mafia princess now. Mementos. We are missing 5 more. Heirloom of a village lost to Farloom's haunting. Iron Emblem of the Court of Cross, absolving the bearer of all crimes, past and future. I don't see any border limitations or restrictions written on that. Surface memento, worn ornament of the nameless town high above Farloom. I really do keep some vague shit here, don't I? You've got to practice a faraway voice, so when guests to your home are like, these are beautiful, what are these? You have to be like, mementos of towns lost in faraway lands. So they don't ask any follow-up questions. Taps the sign, the crawl memento does not absolve this. I think it does. I already went up here, right? It just connects above or something, I forget, but I'm pretty sure I already did this. Yeah, and there's a body here, and there was an item at some point. Right. Alright, quick look at the quest list. How are you doing, guy? So we have the old hearts, cloaks of the choir. I'm not just gonna go farm those. We're actually getting closer on this. For completion's sake, I might go ahead and go out of my way to do this. I am missing shredded organs, which I can get using the Architect's Crest. And I'm missing skewered organs, which... Pin tools will get me those. I only need 6 of them. Might require a little experimentation, but I think tools of some kind can get those, the way tools of some kind can get the seared and shredded. Dark Hearts, yeah. Hidden Hunter. That's Gilly's keepsake, I assume. Not the red shell, that silhouette. That fluffy silhouette we're looking at. Yeah, there's 3 farming ones, and this might be a boss fight that could take some tries and things. So I don't think I'll start on any of those right now. I think we will wrap up a little earlier than we sometimes do on these 6 p.m. streams. But I plan to be back on Sunday with more of this, starting at 6 p.m. US Eastern Time. If you ever want to check the schedule, it's available in Discord and at rxhydro.tv. I post a new one each week. And if I have to make any changes or something, I put them there. It should be as up-to-date as it can get. Even if sometimes I do only make decisions about changes hours before stream might start. Those are the places to get your info. Discord or rxhydro.tv. I hope you can make it on Sunday. I'd love to see you there. But no worries. It was wonderful to have you tonight. Thank you so much, Samantha. Thank you all watching the VOD. Have a fantastic time zone, whatever time it is where you are now or when you're watching this, which I guess the word now also encompasses because you'd be hearing it while you're watching this. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for being here, Batadar. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for hanging out, KFC. Thanks, Hydro. Please, for the love of everything, please get some sleep. I will. Probably. Surely it couldn't happen 2 nights in a row. However, there is a one-piece trading card game buggy deck waiting at my door downstairs. No, I don't know anyone to play with around here, but it would be fun to take out all the cards and look at them. I could do that for 5-6 hours, so we'll see when I get to sleep. Whoa, I just got here. Well, I entertained Kiwi. You're welcome. It's your turn with the little girl now. Okay? She's your daughter. How do I get wrapped up in this? I hope work was okay. Or whatever you were out doing. Welcome home, Felody. Fine, I'll be a mom. Sorry, I'm wrapping up right now. Bye-bye, Samantha. Thanks for hanging out, Toan. Good night, everyone. Thanks for being here, Lady Grace. Do me a favor, stick around just a minute longer. Even if you got to run in a minute, if you're able, stick around just a second, and let's find someone to raid. I would love it if you came along to bring a little extra energy, even if you've got to go. Spam the raid message once or twice, and if you've got time, hang out. Check out who we're going to go check out, because we are going to go see... Oh, I have some options. I've never rated them. I want to watch some more of their content. I think it would be fine, but I don't think I've ever actually rated them. And I haven't seen them in a bit. I think we'll go with one of the many tried, true, and tested. We're gonna go see Sarah Bear. Sarah Bear is playing Lies of P. Oh, we rated her the other day when she was playing, right? I'm trying to remember if this is her first playthrough. She generally seems to focus on first playthroughs. That's a majority of her streams I've gotten to catch, so I assume it's her first. Yes, there's the tag. But Sarah Bear is just always entertaining. Every stream we've dropped in on her, I've caught myself, has always been great. Come along. Oh, it's the DLC? I won't hang around then in case of spoilers, but I'm still gonna go ahead and raid her. Please, come along. Spam the raid message, which is, I was asked to copy this message, so I did. Hello. Once or twice in Sarah Bear's Hangout. If you're not avoiding spoilers, and you've got time, whether you're staying or going, if you haven't followed, please consider dropping a follow. 4, don't copy Nightbot's name. The line moved while I was trying to copy. You get the idea. One more time, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Hope I see you Sunday or some point in the future. Schedule in Discord and rxidro.tv. Have a great night. Thanks, everyone. Away we go! Wormchild.